Hopefully, no power outages or anything like that today. Let's just have just a just an uninterrupted stream, please. But welcome to the stream. What's up, Hurricane Paro, F Wood? I guess I should talk about it for a minute. I'm not gonna talk about it too long because like there's not a lot of footage we can show here without getting the stream shut down. But obviously, at the end of the stream yesterday, I found out that Hulk Hogan had died. I grew up in the 80s, so like Hogan to me is just on another. Like I was a kid in the 80s and I was a teenager in the 90s, so like I was still fairly young in the Attitude Era. And even though you saw maybe more Stone Cold shirts or DX shirts, like the cultural impact of Hogan was just like nothing else. Like it was just you can't to me like I know they say Austin sold more merch or whatever, but like to me there's no way. Like Austin was big with wrestling fans and broke into the mainstream somewhat, but Hogan became like a pop culture institution, you know what I mean? And whatever he did, all the weird shit, lying about his dick size, lying about his dick size and getting confronted about it in court, making that weird tape, saying that he thought like the worst thing that could ever happen to him would be to be like for his family to be reincarnated as black. I mean, it's whatever. He's a wrestler. I think if you genuinely believe that the wrestlers from back in the day were like mostly, ethical, nice, kind, compassionate people, they probably were to some people, but, Hogan's not that far off from the stories that we've heard about tons of other people. So, I mean, it is what it is. Right, and I mean, for me, I'm always able to separate the art from the artist. But yeah, I can go back and watch WrestleMania 3 to me is like, I'll see that probably when I die, like if my life flashes before my eyes. Like, that was the moment for me. I was already a big fan, but when I saw Hogan versus Andre, it just like cemented the like, I'm going to watch this shit like for the rest of my life. And it's been, I don't know, 30 some years later. I'll watch his movies and I could even watch like the reality show, but I really don't have any interest in any of them, any celebrities like you know what I mean, as like a personal thing. So for me, it's always about the art pretty much. Paw Patrol. What about Paw Patrol? But anyway, Hogan did go through Memphis. There's a little bit of footage, but I just know WWE is like chomping at the bit, waiting for people to post stuff today. So unfortunately, we don't have any footage of him to show, but, rest in peace, Hulkster, one of, the main dude, built wrestling, whatever else you want to say about him, like, his legacy there is pretty much undeniable. What's up, Jeremy? So anyway, today, moving on, if you were here a couple weeks ago, or maybe it was a few weeks ago, we tried to start watching 1988 Memphis, and we had issues with Anthem, aka TNA. Didn't just copyright claim the video, they shut the stream down while we were watching it. So I uploaded it to my own account and my own channel, and then I went through and took out the Jeff Jarrett segments that were causing the problem. So I'm hoping that today we can just watch it straight through. We won't have any problems. But this is CWA Memphis Wrestling from January 2nd, 1988. And I think I noticed from the thumbnail when I was looking to find a thumbnail that it looks like they bring the Nightmares back to go up against the Rockers. That could be kind of interesting. But anyway, January 2nd. And again, there's going to be an entire match gone out of this. Unfortunately, it was Jeff Jarrett against Hector Guerrero. But I kept everything I could keep like intact while also not getting flagged by Anthem. Because if you upload it and let it process, you can see what they would flag you for. Forgot how you found my stream. I wonder how long I've been here. I don't know. Probably wrestling, right? I would think. Anyway, here we go.
Hello again, everybody. Lance Russell and Dave Brown right along ringside. We're ready to go with another big day. Championship wrestling. Boy, we have got...
I guess what I'm saying is you probably... You might have already seen the first 20-ish minutes of this if you watched that old stream, but just for posterity's sake, I wanted to get the whole as much of the episode as I could.
We got a lot.
What's up? It's me.
A couple of matches in particular, Dave, that I'm looking forward to.
You're right. Get ready for that opening match because Jimmy Jack Funk is coming this way for that one. A little bit later on, we got Big Scott Hall in here.
Oh, we got Scott Hall back again.
In a handicap match. And we got Hector.
What do Is it ever going to be possible for us to open the show without
Getting high, watching old school wrestling. Oh yeah, we had a few different ones.
Today, we will celebrate my style in a few moments, you know? Mexican style for all you people, you know?
Yeah, pay the money back.
Mexican holiday celebration from Hector coming up
Please, EFD, in honor of Hulk Hogan. Please, $306.
later, apparently. All right, well, we'll wait for that, I'm sure. T-Joe Khan will be in here in a single match a bit later on, too. Jeff Jarrett will be here. He'll be in a match against Hector. That should be a terrific match.
It was,
coming up
you know what
later on.
sucks?
And then night.
It was, I don't know if you guys remember, we got to see about a little bit, like half of it. It was actually a pretty solid match, especially for Memphis TV, so it really sucks. Anthem sucks. Fuck TNA. I'm never going to spend another $1 on TNA. I'm going to watch all their shit for free. I'm going to sign out of my YouTube Premium and just watch it, like, not giving them any revenue at all. Fuck TNA.
Nightmare number 1 will be here in a match against Billy Travis. Quite a day at Championship Wrestling.
EFD, the alcoholic streamer. Yeah, he comes, well, sometimes he does.
Lots of action lined up today on this championship.
He doesn't like it when I make videos of him, so I stopped making videos, but I still make videos about the $306, and he doesn't like that, so he doesn't come in very often anymore.
Wrestling, take no more time. Let's take a break, and we'll be back for that opening bout in just a moment. Okay, we're sitting here waiting for our opening.
Honestly, though, Anthem is bad, but WWE is almost as annoying. They'll, like, copy, like that music that we just heard, they'll for sure copyright claim after the fact on that.
Well, here comes
That, like,
Jimmy Jack
8
Funk
seconds.
heading to us.
I wonder if you've talked to him, maybe. He's not real talkative in chat, I don't think.
People out here, you people aren't good enough to yell anything at me. So when I come out here, I want you to shut your mouth and pay attention to the roughest, toughest wrestler that's ever been in this area before. You hear me? I said shut your mouth. I might come out there and slap one of you myself. All right. And I'm going to tell another thing, too.
Have you guys seen that the rumors that WWE is going to buy TNA? Just staring at the camera and passed out? Wow. It's the best kind of EFD stream. Good music.
With a flamethrower right in front of the referee and burn my eyes to where I couldn't find the ring. Jerry Lawler, anytime you got the guts to get in the ring with me.
I think the main difference for me between potheads and people who drink is that, like, I've never gotten into, like, I've never had somebody try to fight with me because they were high, at least not on, like, weed. Like, people might, like, crash out, or not, when I mean crash out, I mean, like, you know, pass out, fall asleep or whatever. If they get couch locked or whatever, they might become talkative or, you know, say weird stuff. But I've never, like, people that drink a lot of times, like, get real aggressive, or they get, have you ever known somebody who drank and they got, like, really sad? And they would, like, cry and tell you, like, all their sob stories and shit. Like, I've never had that happen with weed. I just had weird, you know, weird conversations, I guess.
Get in there. And I want to tell you people, if I ever catch you hollering against me or for me, I'll jump right out of the ring and slap your yellow sissy faces.
Okay, Jimmy Jack, if you will, to the ring. Okay, Davey.
Well, that was Jimmy Jack Funk. He's headed to the ring right now. Jimmy Jack out of Amarillo, Texas, at 245 pounds, going against Benny Wilson. Benny at 201 out of Arkansas.
Like, I smoke a lot, and if I've ever run out, I haven't been like, oh my God, I've got to race out and, like, you know, what, you know, I've never felt the need to, like, go to any kind of extreme to get weed. Whereas, like, alcoholics will shoplift, they'll drink mouthwash, they'll, you know, drink vanilla extract. Like, it's just a whole nother level of addiction to me.
Jerry Cal.
I guess maybe not another level of addiction, but another level of, like, consequences from addiction.
Calhoun is the referee, and this is going to be a one-fall, 10-minute time limit match as we get things underway on Championship Wrestling. Jimmy Jack got all kinds of hardware that he has to get rid of before the referee. Yeah, all of it. Yeah.
Can't be violently high on
Yeah, good luck charm. Hangman's noose and a cowbell on the end of it. Well, we're underway technically.
3 months in the hospital. Wow.
Jimmy Jack.
Damn, man.
Unhappy with the crowd. He had
3 months.
For him or against him, he said.
Either way.
Either way.
I want him to comment.
Yeah.
Sit there in dead silence.
Yeah, exactly.
Match a size.
I like to drink, but I like to drink like for the taste of it and just for like a little bit, you know? Like I mean I wouldn't mind getting drunk occasionally, but like not like crazy you know, blackout drunk. But I don't really like it enough to do it very often, so it's like very, very rare. I did buy a Four Loko and a Smirnoff Ice the other day, just in case the prime time was a little too much for me to handle, but we made it through.
Wise, at least a mismatch, and otherwise.
You've been sober since June last year. Good deal, man. Channel favorite Bethadone is working on her sobriety as well. So I think she's still got like 2 weeks, maybe a little bit over 2 weeks.
From around the world.
Jedi Joy also working on is well, she's they're all Cali sober, right? They're smoke weed but not drinking.
Been in there with all of them. And
No drugs since September last year. Nice,
this
man.
guy is. Benny Wilson will remember this day, Dave.
I think Bethadone's got over a long. She's got a pretty long time, I think, off of like heart drugs.
Body slam by Jimmy Jack Funk. Benny Wilson
Like way
on
before
himself,
I met her.
slammed on the mat. Jimmy Jack talking to the crowd. Benny Wilson goes around behind him. Hey, shoulders down. 1, 2. Almost had him. He had a 2 count on Jimmy Jack. Funk picks him up, though. Oh, and just throws him onto the rope. Well, it looked like he just made him mad.
I forgot about
He
this
made him
man.
mad. Jimmy Jack again picks him up, and there's that huge knee lift. He just picked him right up off the canvas, knocked him in the air, and Jimmy Jack continuing as he snaps him over.
Good on
Steps
Suboxone,
right
though.
down on his face.
What is Ruby takes methadone, right? Yeah. That's good though, man. Getting off of drugs, man. That's tough. That's some good shit,
Big
man.
son of a gun. Amarillo, Texas, the home of the Funks, and Jimmy Jack rips him with a right hand down on the mat. You're right, Dave. He just made him mad. That's all he did.
Hey, this
Boy,
is
Funk
relevant
now
to the
just
chat.
going
We're
right
talking
at him.
about
Funk,
people's addictions,
I think,
ATF media.
Overlooked him. He was talking to the crowd and suddenly realized I better take care of business. Well, he's doing it with a vengeance right now. Benny Wilson lying on a mat.
I never
Gave
mentioned
him a
Grace.
clothesline, and that star is twinkling around in his eye.
Funk with a boot to the midsection, back in the corner. Follows with a right fist and another one. The referee is there saying, hey, you can't do that. He did it anyway.
Yeah, good luck with this, jobber.
Into the turnbuckle.
Oh, I knew he was going to get clocked.
Oh, my goodness.
Good night. Man, I'm surprised that head is
That
still
was his
attached to the
offense
neck.
for the match.
May require a neck brace.
Sack of shit power
She
slam.
put on him there. There's a 1, a 2, and it's over. Mercifully, I think, for Benny Wilson. After that incredible clothesline that Funk hit him with as Wilson was going to try to come into the corner after it. 2 minutes, 26 seconds the time to win for Jimmy Jack Funk.
Benny thought that he had the opportunity to rush him in the corner, and it looked like he was going to get him. But about 2/3 of the way in, bam!
Funk timed it perfectly, no doubt about it.
He really did. Jimmy Jack still hollering around at the crowd.
Look at Dave
We'll take
Brown.
our time out. Take a break, and we're going to be back. We got plenty of action. Big Scott Hall in just a moment.
Hey, Barney Slugga's in the chat. Vinny Slugga's brother.
Wednesday night, Evansville Coliseum, son of a gun. What a great night of action.
Son of a
Rockers
gun.
are going to be there defending against the team of Lawler and Dundee. The Raging
what a
Bull
team.
will be there. And Jeff Jarrett will be in the ring with Hector Guerrero in a single.
Oh, get ready for a Jeff Jarrett the poster commercial, too.
No. Hey, this is your job. You take care of it. And you people out there in Evansville, listen to one thing and listen to it right. Jeff Jarrett, you think you know what a grudge match is? You never had a grudge match in your life. You don't even know what you're getting into. You know, kind of what happened in the Alamo. It's the same thing that's going to happen to you. We are
True.
going to win, and that's me. You remember that, Jeff. Right down your throat.
I I'm sure he won't
Hey,
forget
Russell
it a
Plunge.
bit Wednesday night. I hope you don't forget
Yeah,
it.
I recorded it
Big
and then
match of
uploaded it
Lawler
to
and
my
Dundee.
channel so that I could
Great tag
pre-screen
team
it for the
going against the
copyright.
Midnight
Hopefully
Rockers
we'll
for the belts.
be all
Listen
right
to
this
Mark
time.
Gouline.
You idiots were told weeks ago
Oh,
that
yeah,
the
here
House
we
of
go.
Gouline
Boy,
was here
baby.
to destroy a legend. Well, this week, the Southern Tag Team Champions, my Midnight Rockers, will have the pleasure of destroying two legends at the same time. Bill Dundee and Jerry Lawler.
I like them because they're like a voice of reason. They're like an anchored part of the show. A lot of the other characters are so over the top or ridiculous, but like Lance and Dave are like, you know, if you had Jesse there, it would be almost too much. But it works really well, like just whenever someone walks over, like, and commentates with them for a couple minutes and then goes back to the match. But I just think they're like a really great, like, grounding element to the show.
Will be nothing but memories when we're done with them. They will be legends no more.
Super night of action Wednesday night. Lawler and Dundee going against the Midnight Rockers, Hector and Jeff.
Hey,
Lots
Vinny,
of
how's it
other
going,
action
buddy?
Coming up Wednesday night in Evansville. Okay, we're going to be seeing Big Scott Hall in the ring here coming up in just one moment. Before we do, as we had previously had a visit from Hector, we had told him that was an unscheduled one. He just
Is
had to
this
come
the
out.
pinata segment?
No, we had said we're going to what in the world is the wild Mexican guy. What in the world
I had only
is
seen
going
clips of
on?
Memphis before we started watching 86.
In my country, we don't go around yelling to all you little boys and girls that there's a fat person coming down and try to get down the chimney with all the presents. You see, we bring a piñata. This is a mix.
Was it an older like arena show Hogan match? Maybe they dubbed him in after the fact.
Mexican fiesta style piñata. That's P-I-N-A-T-A. You know, in our language, we got other letters besides the other letters that you have in yours. We got more letters because we're more sophisticated. You remember, in the royal language,
More letters,
remember that,
more
the royal
sophistication.
race and the royal language. But as a piñata is our time of year, it is also a beautiful Mexican fiesta.
you're
What
keeping
we do
cool.
with our kids, so we fill this piñata, we put all kinds of toys and all kinds of candy, and we put cacahuates, which I told a little while, which means peanuts, and we put all kinds of little fruits in it, and we hang it up in the top, Lance, and we blindfold the person, we turn them around, and we let them try to break it. Now, everybody goes through a trial, which you're going to, if you will be not so nice to demonstrate today.
When Iron
Wait a
Sheik
minute,
puts him in the camel clutch
everybody
while he's got a heart on. You don't see that anymore.
Thanks a lot.
Come on, Lance.
Hey, Hector.
Dan, did I tell you was my favorite gringo?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I would do it.
What is it you want me to do?
Okay, hold on. Well, first we gotta do, I want you to hold that right there like that.
Okay.
We're gonna take your anteojos are. You know what these are, right? Remember I told you what those are in Spanish? Anteojos, lentes.
Yeah,
We're gonna
okay.
take these off, okay? Can you see?
Yeah. Where?
Are you as blind as I am? Well, I don't know. Remember what your mother told you not to do when you were a baby? All right, hold on.
All right, Hector. Let's get, hey, we got a match coming up.
Wait a
What
minute.
is it?
Hold on. Listen. This is my time, okay? Are you
What a
stepping up for
nasty
these gringos
joke
again,
from
or what?
Hector Guerrero.
Hey, all I
Okay,
wanna
relax.
do-
Hey, you shut up out there. Just relax, okay? You're going to enjoy yourself. What's this? This is your flag. This is the best flag I've ever lived. This is where you don't strike me from. Remember that. Okay, what we do is we create a little bandana here that, you know, all the buttons walking around.
What is this?
And you know how to do this. You know, you just get it around in a little circle like this. And then after that, we're going to put it right
Jopper got a
on your
heart on.
face.
Hey, wait a minute.
Wait a minute, Lance. We can't.
The Iron Sheik thing is great because all those like decades later, Sean Oliver from Kayfabe Commentaries did an interview with him, and Iron Sheik has always said he's got a 10-inch dick. So Sean Oliver showed him the footage from the match, and he's got an Iron Sheik with a heart on, and Sean Oliver's like, "Now, Sheik, I don't know that it looks like it's 10 inches there," and like the Sheik just busts out laughing.
See, like you said
Come
you
on.
was going to
Yeah,
cooperate.
you're right.
Are you going to cooperate or not?
But listen, with
Relax,
a blindfold with you around, what in the world
I
is
promise nothing will happen to you, Lance. I love you. There's a lot of candies that are going to come out, and we're going to give it to all the beautiful kids around the United States so that you can see how good and beautiful our country is to you.
Yeah.
One more
Remember when they
thing,
used
we
to,
move it on
speaking
here,
of
I
like
feel like-
overdubbed things, like how they put them on that like on an older match. Remember when they used to do that for a lot of the like syndicated shows? So you would end up with like Vince McMahon and Johnny Polo on commentary.
I've gone into the Twilight Zone or something.
This is my time. You understand that?
Yeah.
All right, hold on there.
I hope you all are all worth this for getting this candy out of here. No, that's okay. That's okay.
Okay. Now hold on there. Hold on.
Okay.
Let me see, Dave. Can you come over here and hold this there for a little bit? Don't worry. Just don't step too close to Lance. Stay right there. Stay right there. Don't move.
Hey,
Don't
don't
move.
be taking my mic.
Wait right there. Hold on.
Wait a minute.
Hold on now.
Will this mic work?
Yeah, anything you want to do.
Yeah, this mic is working.
Is that working?
Where are you? Wait.
This is turning off. Everybody,
I'm going to
just
put a mic
turn it off.
right here so we can hear you.
True.
Okay.
All right.
Now hold it for me, Dave, just for a moment while I get him off.
Did you see Tony Schiavone's tweet about it? Someone put in like made a tweet that said like, you know, all of Hogan's you know, I wonder how Hogan's close friends and coworkers are doing. And Tony Schiavone put close friend, no. Coworker, yes.
Set up and everything. I won't twirl him around too much if you've got too many wires. I wonder if he's made out of some kind of computer or something. Okay, lad. So now we got a little.
What have I got here?
Now you got a stick. You're gonna try to hit this
Hogan
stick,
would have been a
okay?
great lolcow. He had that lolcow
whatever you want to do.
need to lie, even when it was like completely unnecessary and no one would believe him
This
anyway.
thing over with.
Well, you're breaking it, then you get all the candies and they're all for you and your kid.
Okay.
Like, remember he would say that like when he slammed Andre, it broke Andre's back, and then he died like 2 days later. Like he would just openly say things that were so, I mean, maybe he was a trailblazer in that way. Well, there is a book actually that posits that really this rise of the right recently here in America is not actually a MAGA movement at its core, but it was actually, this is all kind of orchestrated by Vince McMahon and how he influenced pop culture through the WWE. It's a pretty interesting book. I mean, it's far-fetched in ways, but I mean, McMahon and Trump are really close friends, so you never know.
Hey, okay.
He could have taken a lot of his cues from Mr. McMahon. From the crossing the timeline, the international date line.
It's to your left. It's to your left.
Imagine Randy Savage, what he would have tweeted if he was alive.
Where is it? What is that?
This is my kind of party, man.
Don't move, Lance! Don't move, Lance! Oh, Lance! What up? Oh, my God!
Be a man, yeah. Yeah, Daninsky. I can't remember the name of the book, but look it up, man. There's a really good book, and it actually lays out a really well-researched, really well-explained theory that he actually was the higher power behind MAGA. It's an interesting theory. I think it's more of a generalized nostalgia for the 80s that really drives MAGA, but at the same time, I think it's a lot of people who don't remember what the 80s were really like, and they think it's like, in their minds, they think it was like it is in the movies, and like it definitely wasn't. I think the 90s were closer to what people fantasize the 80s were like. You know what I mean? And even the 90s were kind of, I think, were blander than they're presented in like through like nostalgia elements. Leg drop. I don't know about in heaven.
Oh, funny. Really funny. Oh, yeah. I don't want to hear any comments out of you either.
I'll leave you alone 1 minute. Look at it.
Just get in the ring, all right?
What's the matter with this guy? You having a party?
I tell you, not taking this
There is such just incredibly built-in nostalgia for the 80s and the 90s, though. So much more. Like, I can't imagine in 1988, right, watching. Well, I mean, a lot of it wouldn't have been available, but like, even if it was, like, I don't imagine a lot of people were like niche, unless they were in like a niche of just being like a hardcore wrestling fan, of wanting to see stuff that was too much before that. You know what I mean? I know part of it's like mass availability and stuff, but it just seems like people really got their hooks in those 2 decades.
Let's get the match underway.
Well, and don't forget, HBO has that documentary that says that like that little guy that was in like he was in, he's like, I don't know what his condition is, but he's like a really small person, and he's in like a wheelchair, but he was supposedly the guy behind QAnon.
It's a handicap match. We got Big Scott Hall in out of Orlando, Florida.
Yeah,
He weighs in
Daninsky,
at 287 pounds. He is going to be going against.
I think we saw this one, but then I think the next segment or coming up is Jarrett against Guerrero.
Both Rough and Ready. Rough and Ready out of parts unknown. They've got Boss Winter in their corner. And as soon as Jerry Calhoun gives the signal, we'll sound the bell. Here we go. Handicap match. Big Scott Hall out of Orlando.
Oh, I agree. I love looking at the older stuff, but I just think if you talk to like most wrestling fans, like are really, and it's for movies too. Like horror movie fans are really that way. Like are really like 80s and 90s. Just people are just they're really into it.
Rough and Ready.
Now, smaller than Lalo. Do I read books on Amazon and Kindle? Yeah, of course. What like I don't know how to explain it. Have you ever seen that kid that's on like the Shriners commercial? He kind of looks like that. It kind of looks like that. It's that guy, and then there's like the father and son from 8chan. So like that was like the triad that created and executed QAnon. So if we could get those 3 guys together with Vince McMahon, then we'd really, they really should be the ones in power.
Under the handicap rules of this one, both of them can be in there at the same time. So it is a 2 against 1 situation. Rough and Ready trying to beat up on Big Scott Hall, but look at this guy. Look at the muscles on this guy. Tremendous upper body strength.
Are you talking about the 2 guys from the commercial? I actually heard I did read a couple articles a while back about some drama. No, Josh Scholar. Hold on, let me write it. Let me screenshot
by
it.
Scott Hall over here in the corner.
Dude, look how big Scott Hall is.
Down to the mat, and that rocked the entire ring when Scott.
Oh man, Hervé Villachez. I'm a big Hervé fan.
He's got it. Boot to the midsection. Rough and Ready with teeth.
Yeah, look at I don't know if you've ever seen the documentary, if you care enough to watch it, Daninsky, but it's actually really interesting, and it's kind of like it's like if like a Boyd thing became like a super mainstream.
Teamwork here, able to stay in the action. Got him now, Boss Winter says. He's bit off more than he can chew.
Oof.
Looks like he has just put both of them down to the mat. Rolls one of them out of the ring.
Who's been dead for decades?
In control of this one pretty much. There's a bulldog. He rolls him over. Counts 1, 2. This match is over.
Dude, oh my God.
Seconds to time. 1:35.
Poor Rough and Ready, man. They come out and put on a decent match every time.
We'll be back with more in just a moment.
Hope you'll make your plans. Get the new year off rockin' good. Thursday night, Litchfield, Kentucky. Take a look at it. Here's the entire card for Wednesday night. Boy, what a dandy it is. Big T. Joe Khan will be going against Brian Knobbs. The Power Twins will be facing the Bruise.
Okay, the Power Twins, but is that the Power Twins from... This is 88. Okay. I'm really bad on time frames, but is that couldn't have been the Power Twins from the East Coast, right?
Brothers. Scott Hall will be going against Jimmy Jack.
I feel like I had this exact same conversation last time.
Funk, think I won't have him shaken. Raging Bull Manny Fernandez faces Billy Travis, Jeff Jarrett, Hector Guerrero, and boy, I'll tell you what a personal thing that's going to turn out to be. And then the final match, put the AWA Southern Tag Team titles on the line. The Midnight Rockers, Shawn Michaels and Marty Jannetty, will be going against the legendary team of the superstar Bill Dundee and the King, Jerry Lawler. All of that lined up for Wednesday.
Man, that would honestly be a pretty good match, don't you think so? The Rockers against Lawler and Dundee.
Tonight in the Coliseum, Evansville, Indiana.
Damn,
Brett,
Evansville.
I'll tell you, it is worth the trip. Make your point to be out there. Start the year off right
And get going with another match. First, in case you joined us late, I'm Dave Brown at ringside. Lance was here earlier, but Hector was out here with this goofy piñata he had as a Mexican holiday.
Is what?
But Hector was out here with this goofy piñata he had as a Mexican holiday celebration, which was loaded with flour. And he had Lance blindfolded when he hit it with a stick. All the flour came out and all that. So Lance is gone. I'm not sure exactly where Lance is right now. Cleaning up, I'm sure. And anyway, he left, and certainly don't blame him for doing.
Yeah, that's where this all the
silly stuff with
all the tapes we watch are all these were recorded off of Evansville TV,
Hector.
unless
All right,
otherwise
we've got David
noted.
Wilson in the ring. Let me ring the bell here. And see if we can get his
Every
opponent in
week,
here.
man,
T.
every
Joe
Wednesday, I
Khan
think
expected
they
to
were
be
in
coming into the area right now.
Evansville.
T. Joe, the wild one out of
T. Joe
Singapore. Here he
Khan.
comes. He's under the ropes. He jumps in the ring. He grabs David Wilson. No time for official introductions there. Khan just grabs him and really goes to work on him. Back on the rope, whip across the way, up in the air on a power slam by T. Joe Khan.
I'll be right
T. Joe
back.
Khan, 242 pounds worth out of Singapore. Oh, goodness. Got it right in the midsection with a big, big fist. A headbutt by T. Joe Khan. Look out. Through the ropes and down on the floor goes David Wilson. David's brother Benny in here earlier against Jimmy Jack Funk. So far, it has been a very rugged day for the Wilson brothers wrestling as singles today. Khan with a body slam down on the floor. Yeah, the referee is trying to get him back in the ring.
Oh man, that's true, Daninsky. Imagine the rats.
Onto the table.
That's what I'd want from the wrestling lifestyle. Forget about the partying or the drugs. Give me the rats.
David down on the floor here. Khan in the ring. Referee Jerry Calhoun starting to count. David crawling back over to the ring apron. Up on one foot. Khan picks
Marty
him up in the
Jannetty
air.
murdering
He's up on
someone
the
in a
apron.
Kmart parking lot afterwards.
Big forearm. And again, David Wilson hits the concrete floor.
Put their shampoo in the refrigerator? I don't. I've never heard of that before.
Khan down on the floor after him. Rolls him back into the ring.
Ring rats never look good to you.
Khan now, he's a pressure point expert, and he's going on one
Well,
right now. Referee checking with him, see if he's giving it up.
That's why you
So
hit it
far,
from
he
the
has
back,
not.
buddy.
Yep, David Wilson.
What Mark
hanging in
Fusion,
there.
give me the
Well, I'm not
rats.
sure what I would have just said. Hey, that's it. Oh, Khan drops him right on the ropes. Look at him. T. Joe Khan. He nailed him.
What of your aunties? Wow.
Over. 1, 2. It's over.
Whoever you are, madam, thank you for your service.
Well, it went 2 minutes, 23 seconds, 2:23, and
Keeping the industry
T. Joe
alive.
Khan, as he came in, even before the opening bell sounded, he got right under the ropes, grabbed David Wilson, and come on, the match is over now. He's still choking him. Here comes Dundee. Dundee's got a board.
I should call a local promotion and tell them I'm thinking about coming into the territory, and I want to know what the rat seems like.
Trying to help out David Wilson, who was in no shape to help himself at that point.
Lauren Bobert's mom was a ring rat for Stan Lane.
And now Wilson being helped out of there by Jerry Calhoun. Here's Billy. Billy, thanks very much for coming in and helping against that guy.
You're welcome. Now, Mark Golin, I don't know where you got him. You say you get him from Singapore, but I don't think he's crazy, because if he was crazy, he would have come back to get hit again. Because where there's no sense, there's no feeling. But he obviously felt that, and he left. So I don't really think he's nuts, Golin. I think it's something that you fabricated, just like your accent. I don't like you, punk, because I don't like nobody coming out here with a phony accent, because mine ain't phony. It's real, Daddy, because I was born in Australia and raised in America, and I'm very proud of that. And that idiot's going
Oh,
right
no,
back to
Ole
Singapore
Anderson?
just as soon as I get my hands on him. Now, Eddie
Oh,
Marlin's
no,
got me
Ole.
booked all over the country against him.
That
Well,
Ole
that's
rat.
fine, because I don't like him. I don't like you, Con, nothing you stand for, because I don't like guys with big muscles, and I'm taking you out, punk. Now,
Oh yeah, I remember this. We saw this
how you
promo.
like that?
We gotta listen to that again. That was a great
I don't
promo.
like nobody gets done, but he obviously felt that, and he left. So I don't really think he's nuts, Golin. I think it's something that you fabricated, just like your accent. I don't like you,
Just
punk,
like
I don't
your
like
accent.
Nobody come out here with a phony accent, because mine ain't phony. It's real, Daddy, because I was born in Australia and raised in America, and I'm very proud of that. And that idiot's going right back to Singapore just as soon as I get my hands on him. Now, Eddie Marlin's got me booked all over the country against him. Well, that's fine, because I don't like him. I don't like you, Con, nothing you stand for, because I don't like guys with big muscles.
I don't
I'm
like
taking
guys
you
with
out,
big
punk.
muscles.
Now, how you like that?
Dust, Hector Guerrero. Good enough.
Okay, so that's what. So right there was the cut. Unfortunately, TNA claimed claims the previous match and will like literally take the live stream
Where are
down.
you?
Needless to say, it looks like Hector Guerrero got one-upped heading into the big match in Evansville.
I'll get you back to work.
Yeah, they just got you back is what happened there.
Yeah,
Get
it
out
got
of here.
you back, buddy.
Hector Guerrero covered with flour. There he goes. Hey, Jeff, you just saw him here. Let's take a look right here at the Jeff Jarrett poster.
Here we go, guys. They didn't claim this. They won't. They don't want to have.
Blonde hair. Wow. Now that's a poster.
To order your Jeff Jarrett poster, call 1-800-336-2600. That's 1-800-336-2600. Save COD charges by having your credit card ready, or send a check or money order in the amount of $10 to Jarrett Poster, Post Office Box 3020, Cherry Hill, New Jersey 08034. Allowed 2 weeks for delivery.
Wednesday night at the Coliseum, did I tell you, a great night of action coming up in Evansville. And boy, I'll tell you, one of the matches that'll be interesting to see, Jeff Jarrett, Hector Guerrero. Hector was out here a little early. Boy, he was mad.
And he was running his mouth probably.
Rest in
wasn't
peace,
he?
Hulk Maga
Well, he run his
Hogan.
mouth all he wants, but
True.
you come down to Evansville Coliseum Wednesday night, and you just might get.
Dude, do you guys think that this has got to be it for that company, right? That was going to do that. I mean, that wrestling company was doomed from the beginning, where they're doing that collegiate wrestling, but with professional wrestling atmosphere. Like, that was going to tank anyway, but I got to think it like completely tanks now, right? They've still got Kurt Angle, but I think without Hogan, it's, you know, probably pretty much done.
A little bit more flour or a chain or a chair. Who knows what's going to happen? But there's nothing else I'd like better than to pin your shoulders to the mat. 1, 2, 3.
Wouldn't make me mad either, Jeff. I gotta tell you, another
Wouldn't
great
make me
match that I'm
mad.
looking forward
Dundee's
to.
back. Oh, look at this
Southern
shirt
Tag
he's got
Titles.
on.
Two great champions, Lawler and Dundee, going against
Man,
the
King of the
Midnight
Rats,
Rockers.
Bill
Been looking forward
Dundee.
to for a couple of
Salute,
reasons, 'cause
brother.
We'd like to be the Southern Tag Team title holders, but the other
He
reason
knew what
is
was
when
important.
we won the AWA World Title match, them two guys went around and said, oh, they were paper champions. They never beat anybody until you faced the Rockers. Well, think about this, boys. This is kind of like a world title match, because you were the world title holders, and so were we, and you got something we want, the Southern titles, and we ought to take them.
That's going to be a most interesting match, Jerry.
Yeah, you know, the Rockers did hold the AWA World Tag Team titles for quite a long time. Bill and I, not quite as long. That's why we've got something to prove. And as the good thing about this is right now, when you talk about the Rockers, they've sort of got an attitude.
Hey, that's good. that was a rap perk, and she shared it with you.
Attitude problem, a bad attitude. Really? And what we're going to give them right there in Evansville Wednesday night is an attitude adjustment, fellas. There's nothing we'd like better than to take you two young gentlemen in there and rattle the ends of these fists right here is change your attitude around till it's like it should be, like it used to be. And that's what we're going to do. And in the process, we're going to take those belts Wednesday night.
I mean, do you think anybody gives a shit, though, Daninsky? Like, do you think anyone actually wants to see the product? Like, I just can't imagine it. Like, I don't know. I just don't see it taking off. They got a streaming deal, and of course they announced that, like, you know, that we're on Fox, but they're actually on the, like, you can only see them as a subsection of one of the apps.
All right, there's Billy Travis up there in the ring with the referee.
Yeah, that's true.
Wonder how that got there.
I don't know. I can't imagine how that got there. Thank goodness.
I pre-screened today, so hopefully we'll be all right.
Got on Hector Guerrero. Here comes Ken Wayne, the Nightmare, as he. Oh my goodness. Oh, I don't know. We'll see. In the Nightmare, as he. Oh my goodness. Oh,
I couldn't understand him.
We'll see. I'll tell you what Ken said here in just a minute. First, well, the referee says let's get going.
Yep.
We'll do it. We'll give you the introductions all as we go along.
Yeah, even in UFC, there'll be like some actual, like, legitimate high-level grappling, and the crowd just shits on it.
Ken Wayne out of Memphis, Tennessee, Nightmare number 1. Ken weighs in at about 216. Billy Travis out of Lexington, Kentucky at 223.
Oh, look at the ring.
Going against each other in a great
Looks like a
match
Herb
here.
Abrams event.
Tell him what Ken said.
All right, well, Ken came in the ring. He said, you know, I'll show you how to wrestle a guy who's on a losing streak, and it ain't going to get any better today.
Yeah, that gives you an idea. Look at him go. Nice head scissors on Travis. Travis earlier started it off by converting into a top wrist lock, and it was a dandy. Billy gets a 1 count. He went anywhere
Ken
close
Wayne,
to
it's been a while
3
since we've
and
seen the
10,
Nightmares in
Ken
Memphis, I
Wayne
want to
took
say.
advantage of it.
Like,
He thought
maybe
he'd go
about
for
a
it.
year.
Sometimes you can steal one that way. Standing side headlock with the Nightmare, Ken Wayne, hanging on to Billy Travis. Travis trying to take some of the pressure off, drives Wayne into the ropes, fires him across. Look at that.
But where's
He
Danny
is nimble.
Davis?
I had forgotten all of the great moves.
Oh.
As Billy was coming off the ropes, Ken on a hip toss, reverse, kick out, and now they're back up there. The referee's saying, ho, 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 don't get those fists doubled up. Ken Wayne, Billy Travis going at it. It's an expiration of time. Luckily, we got a few minutes here, too, Dave.
Yeah, we do.
Didn't we watch some bare knuckle boxing on here one time? We watched some girls fight. I would definitely watch that. But the thing is, like, I do think that has a much, much better chance, especially if they can find interesting people to do it. But, like, would I ever pay to watch that? Probably not. But, like, if they could bundle it in with a streaming service or have it, like, stream on YouTube, I would definitely watch it. You watch wrestling from the 80s all day? Yeah, I mean, 80s wrestling is some of my favorite wrestling for sure.
Got a little time to go in this match.
I'm starting to appreciate more of the, like, early, like, the late 70s, early 80s WWF stuff that I wasn't around to see at the time. But yeah, I love the 80s are definitely.
We want the match to keep on going, but
they're definitely the most rewatchable for me. Like, a lot of the Attitude Era stuff that you remember being, like, really funny is kind of like cringe now, but it's still pretty good.
a few minutes today. Travis down, Ken over the top with that arm. He takes him over and down. He locked it and rolled with him and took him right down. Head scissors
I like
on
it. I
Billy
like
Travis
MMA a
and
lot.
Ken
I liked
Wayne.
it back before when it was no
Hanging
rules,
on tight
but
as Billy's trying to look for a way.
or
Turn to the
minimal
side
rules,
to
I
take
guess.
some of the pressure off. And now Ken
The
over
weight
on,
classes killed it for me. I mean, I
his
think it's what
stomach
saved the
as Billy
sport, but,
rolls
like,
up and hooks
my
the
interest in it
toe.
kind of waned at that
He's
point.
got the pressure being applied to Ken Wayne. It's not one of those things you're likely
No, I
to get
wouldn't
a
either.
pin out of, but it'll sure make your legs a little wobbly.
No, because it would say they were going to have a slap fighting match, and then you'd go to look at the stream, and it would be like them reacting to Kid Behind a Camera for 4.5 hours. Oh, you'll never guess what
Nightmare
Becky
back up on
Boot
his
did.
knees,
Who
and he rolls out of
cares?
it. Good escape as he got
About
away from
Becky
Billy
Boot.
Travis. He let his feet go down and slid right out from under.
The only
Billy on
person in the
backside.
LCU that's of any
Takes
real
Travis
interest is
up,
Thick
hooks him into
Gemini,
a
and I mean
hammer behind,
that's
goes
you
for
know
a chin lock and pulls Billy's head back around.
subjective.
Finds a leg and pitches Billy forward.
I do like Paul
maneuver.
Varlins, yeah.
Travis rolled over one, but he gets the shoulder up. And
There were a
Travis
lot of
hanging
guys
right
like
in
that
there,
maybe
goes
weren't the
for a
best
side
fighters, but they
headlock,
were like
he's rolled down with a count of one, and when the referee hit
you
the
had to
mat,
be a different
big
kind of
cloud
person
flour
to
came
fight
up
in
on
it
him
back
right in
then,
the eye.
if
He
that
may
makes
not be able
sense.
to count from here on, Dave.
I tell you, these guys are really going at each other. Reverse, reverse, reverse is what we're seeing. There's one right there, hip toss by Ken Wayne. You know,
John
Wayne is in
Jones.
here, the Nightmare in
There you
here,
go.
nothing really to prove.
But like that'd be so much money though, dude, and he's kind of a flake too. Both of those guys are, but yeah, that would be crazy, man. What? How old is Tim Sylvia? Can we bring him back?
He's just in here to wrestle and try to win the match. Billy, on the other hand, has said earlier, he's lost a lot of matches in a row. Now, he's lost them to people like Jimmy Jack Funk and Manny Fernandez, the top names in the wrestling business. But still, he's not used to losing consecutive matches like that, and it's got to be working on him a little bit. He's got to be thinking, hey, I got to break the losing streak I'm on.
You know, it's kind of like a base.
Isn't it weird, Daninsky, that like back in the day, Republicans did like everything in their power to shut down MMA and the UFC, like John McCain calling it human cockfighting, and now like it's a much like WWE, well, not even on remotely on the same level as it, but like I feel like UFC overall is viewed like culturally as a more of a conservative. It attracts like a more conservative crowd. Like Republicans are also heavily like they want to be seen at the events and stuff like that. And it's just weird that like just like a couple decades ago, they were almost like they wanted to kill the entire sport.
Baseball batter who falls
Now we're
into
gonna
a
have it on
slump
the White
and he gets
House.
100 different pieces of advice and nothing seems to work.
Chemo,
And
yeah.
the longer it goes,
And
the
then his
bigger it
buddy,
builds in
Joe
your
Son,
mind. And that
tried
can
it too.
happen in wrestling likewise. Ooh, elbow to the midsection. Takes Travis over and down, and Billy with an armbar put on him right up tight. He's trying to pry.
I don't know that I would say he exposed him, but I think he definitely took away a lot of the mystique of Hoist Gracie. Like, I don't think a lot of people thought very much, and maybe still don't think very much about Chemo as a fighter. So seeing like Hoist struggle with him was pretty jarring at the time.
His way out, Ken hanging on to the bar as Travis went to the hair in desperation, and the referee breaks
Oh my
out.
God, Vanderlei Silva. I wish we could watch Pride fighting on here. I could watch Pride fighting like we watch wrestling. Like, I just think they're so entertaining to watch, man. Vanderlei and Crow Cop.
We're about 5 minutes somewhere in there. aren't we?
Fedor.
We're just coming up on the 4-minute mark right now, as a matter of
4-minute
fact.
mark into the action.
So far, no one has been able to gain a clear advantage. It's been Ken Wayne for a few seconds.
If you want to talk about who exposed Hoist Gracie, yeah, I agree. It's me. I know it wasn't a dominating. That's why I think it was just more of like he took away some of the mystique. I think Sakuraba's the one that like. Well, I mean, he did. He broke their bones. He got Hoist to give up. He beat shit tons of the Gracies, but like I think he's the one that like if you want to say like someone that exposed the Gracies, it would probably be Sakuraba because he ran through them all like shit through a goose pretty much.
And then it's been Billy Travis. Right now it's Ken Wayne controlling.
Well, I looked at a move by Ken right there where he slammed that leg down. People say, but there's nothing illegal
Nobuhiko
about that.
Takada
That's
tried to
taking
bring in
advantage
Hulk,
of the
but
situation. Hey, that
Hulk
doesn't
just
make
couldn't
hurt
do it.
any less, but
He was on
takes
Hogan
advantage of the
Knows
situation.
Best commitments.
Ken hanging on to that arm, trying to keep Travis off balance. But Billy, good smart move by Bill. He rolls the weight of the Nightmare up over the top of his shoulders. Got a 1 count, but that's all he could get. Nightmare has him down, and the right shoulder has to come up in a hurry as Billy was kind of taking a second
I miss
breath
Pride.
as,
It was just so. It was always like so interesting. They always have great matchups.
And he had to whip it up. Forearm lick, absolutely legal, boy. Look at him stagger Ken Wayne, and Ken right back with one himself. You better believe. Temper's starting to flare a little bit in there now.
So many UFC guys had like an amazing resurgence in pride, kind of like Don Fry and Mark Coleman. What was Mark Coleman's buddy's name that The Rock's playing now? Kerr.
Yes, they are. What an even match this is. I'm impressed. We have passed 5 minutes.
Yeah, it's me, Art Jimerson. There's a great video if you're an old school UFC fan or if you're interested in it. They sat down at the time. I think they were all still alive, maybe, except for one. They sat the original people down. It's on the UFC official page. If you search for like UFC 1 reunion, they get all of them together and they talk about the event. It's so cool.
Now,
yeah, Art Jimerson with the one glove.
It's 10 seconds.
Yeah, Dan Severn.
Doubled up when he came up on his knee that time. Referee right there watching him, so don't use it.
Remember, he got that guy down in one of his first fights, and you could tell he really didn't know. He didn't know what the hell he was doing, and he was throwing like awkward strikes and stuff. He just didn't have like that killer instinct yet. Who'd he fight then? Anthony Macias, and he gave him like a legit German suplex.
A little less than 4 minutes, as a matter of fact, left. Ooh, boy, did you see him snap that head around there? Hit him with the upper part of the arm. And the referee's saying it's legal. It doesn't look legal, but it is.
Yes, it is, indeed. That, as we said a little earlier, it doesn't make it hurt any less. Look at him pound away on Ken Wayne. Crotches.
Oh, that was interesting.
And he's down 1-2. And a nice kick out by Billy Travis. Wayne right back up. That's one of the things I've noticed here. When these guys lose an advantage, they jump right back into it again. It's beautiful to see. There's that upper arm again, Davey. Okay, our time dwindling down here. We've got a little special presentation we want to make before this program is over with, so we're going to slip a little of our time out. So we've only got about 1 minute to go. And
Andy Anderson, I think, owned the Topless Steak place. He looked like such a goon. Like, can you imagine how people would react to me if they brought that guy down to the ring now? And yet it was like an interesting fight. Oh my God. I see there's so many guys from back then that you're forgetting like so many people. Like you're always thinking of new ones. Yeah, Tank. Remember when they did the replay when he fought, I think it was, I can't remember whether it was, no, I don't think it was Matu. I think that was in one of the later fights, but they showed him the replay of it and he told the guy to shut it off because it was getting him sexually excited.
There is Ken Wayne, the Nightmare, and Billy Travis have been hammering each other since the opening bell. Ken staggered, comes back with a wheel. Look at that. Man, oh man, they're starting to steam it up now.
Yeah, they've gone to the illegal from time to time.
Yeah, it would be if Hoist could get a hold of him without getting hit.
Look at them just standing there slugging at each other like a couple of kids on the playground, just battling back and
Abdullah's House of Ribs and Chinese food.
Oh my goodness.
You're not missing much, man.
Ken Wayne down on that reverse.
It ain't like Hogan's bar or Hogan's shop or like, it's all the whole thing.
Atomic knee. Ken kicks out.
At least it didn't used to be.
After 1.5 counts, and
Bret Hart would have been an MMA champ, maybe if like, especially if like Stu, if he could learn anything from all those old hookers.
Does in fact need to make an effort. And Travis up. It's down. Time is up. Sorry. The time went out. Travis and Ken Wayne.
Thank God we got a Ken Wayne Broadway.
They developed a real genuine competition right there, Dave.
Boy, they hadn't settled that. We may get to see.
I don't think I missed a UFC until like after 200, and just at some point, enough of the guys that I liked had left without enough. Kind of when it became like
a little hacked off that he didn't get a win. And,
not a lot of unique fighting styles
let's
left.
see if we can get the king out here right now. We've got the quick presentation that we want to make, and as Ken.
Have you ever seen watch the Jim Cornette's about Hogan's, whatever that the merchandise store was? It's pretty funny. He's got a guy that works there who like is like a Hogan guy. And I guess he's like a real asshole to deal with.
Dismounts and leaves the ring. Billy Travis will. Here he comes right now.
Steve Blackman.
Okay.
I got a video in my algorithm the other day of Steve Blackman. It was a television ad for him as a bail bondsman, I think.
Hey, Jerry, we got you out here as we cut that match down where we could get
Remember
you out
Steve
here.
Blackman when he had the glow
okay.
sticks?
Yes.
What a strange gimmick that was.
Mark stands there representing the office of Governor Ned McWhirter. And Governor McWhirter is pleased to add his name to the list of Tennesseans who are very proud of the king, Jerry Lawler.
Wait, who's this
named
guy?
to the office of...
Okay, yes.
Lance M. Mark stands there representing the office of Governor Ned McWhirter.
Okay, so this is a guy who's coming in to represent the governor of Tennessee, did he say?
And Governor McWhirter, M. Mark stands there representing the office of Governor Ned McWhirter. And Governor McWhirter is pleased to add his name to the list of Tennesseans who are very proud of the king, Jerry Lawler. And he has asked me to come down and present a certificate to the king. It says,
All right.
by Ned McWhirter, Governor, on behalf of the people of Tennessee, to the Honorable Jerry Lawler, whereas reposing special trust and confidence in your patriotism, valor, and fidelity, I do by these presents constitute and appoint you.
Oh, he still
Colonel
does the
Aide de
bail
Camp
bondsman. It was a
Governor
neat
Staff.
commercial.
All right, Mark, that is beautiful. Yeah. Can we get this turned around, Jerry? How about you holding? I'd like to get it
He
on
looks
that
exactly
camera
the
right
same
over
to
there
me,
on camera
just
two.
his hair's white.
Yeah, and would you have him,
And
Mark?
also we have a pin representing with the seal of the state of Tennessee from the governor we'd like to have for the king to wear in his lapel.
Thank you. It's quite an honor and
I hope that with Hogan being passed, that Mattel will really consider finally giving us the big, bloated, watery Hogan from his last run. It's one of my favorite Hogan looks. They always make him with like a six-pack or whatever. Give us the bloated, watery, last WWE run Hogan, please, Mattel. $306.
I don't know what to say.
Hey.
Ole Anderson does not approve of this black man. He might not.
Okay, Colonel, thank you. Thank you, Mark, for being down here with us.
Luckily,
We
he's
appreciate
got
it very
a
much. Time
that
out
one
back in a
guy's
moment.
aunt is his rat, so she was keeping his balls drained, so his attitude was staying. Okay.
Golly, I'll tell you what, I just saw a wheel of a wrestling match in there, David. We wanted to get that special presentation in for the king.
7 phone calls? Is that good or
We
bad?
did have to cut about a minute and a half out of our expiration of time, but boy, what a match it was. Huh?
Should I call and ask Steve Blackman what's the best way to go about getting the $306 back?
Boy, what a battle we saw here today. Great expiration of time match and main event. We'd like to have main events like that where they're very evenly matched and go right down to the wire. Opening match was not as well balanced today. Jimmy Jack Funk in here took control immediately and won his match over Benny Wilson. Big Scott Hall,
His
we
thick,
took a look
luscious
at
natural hair and his
handicap match.
inability to
Most
lie.
of the time it was rough and ready in the ring at the same time, and still, guess who got their hand raised in a handicap match?
Yeah.
The big guy, Scott Hall, out of Orlando, Florida. He weighs
Remember
in
the
at
guy from
292.
Gawker when he was
huge.
describing the
He's
sex
very
tape?
tall, he's very
He said that Hogan had a
he won that
thermos
match,
dong.
in impressive fashion. It was T. Joe Khan going against David Wilson. As I
What a
said
what a
earlier, tough
crazy
day for the
story
Wilson
that whole
brothers.
thing
Benny,
was.
getting beat up on by Jimmy Jack Funk, and the same thing pretty much happened to David as he was going against T. Joe Khan. Then it was Hector Guerrero against Jeff Jarrett. Now, this one had a very interesting twist at the end. And this one, it was again one of those matches where Jeff controlled most of it, but then Hector was starting to make a move from time to time. But due to an incident which had happened earlier,
Yes.
in which, well, Hector was out here with that goofy piñata, which turned out to be filled with flour.
Yeah, he did a Lions Den
Not
match,
candy.
right?
I'm going to give to the kids in the audience when I broke, if and when I broke the thing.
And you did, right over your head, and it was flour everywhere. But you made a little trip to the grocery, and
Right down the street.
somehow that 5 pounds flour got handed to Jeff Jarrett, and Jeff blasted Hector with it, and he left here. Boy, was he mad. It was disqualification. Hector won the match, but who cares anyway, right?
Really?
Yeah. Billy Travis and Nightmare Ken Wayne battled to a draw.
Hey, let's not forget that truly the one thing that Hogan will really be remembered for is he was a master at hiding it when he bladed. You never saw Hogan played.
As the time ran out on that main event.
Okay, I think speaking of time running out, that isn't all it's going to run out on. We got to get out of here. For Dave Brown, Lance Russell saying bye-bye, everybody.
Bye-bye, Lance. Boom.
The announcers on this program are selected and paid by parties other than this station, namely the promoters of Championship Wrestling.
All right, so this one should be complete pretty much. I don't remember having to take anything out from this one. So this is the immediate follow-up show, January 9th, 1988. I don't think he would, I don't think he personally would strike me. He's always pretty nice to me, talking to me on his podcast. Which, by the way, Jeff Jarrett's podcast, Tony Schiavone's podcast, Randy Hales' podcast, these are all podcasts of people that have so much knowledge about old school wrestling, and nobody watches their podcasts. So, like, when they do them live, you can for sure talk to them and get questions answered. I don't even send super chats or anything. Like, I just ask in the chat, and I almost always get answers. I just usually ask stupid questions. Eric Bischoff too. I get Bischoff all the time to talk to me. Usually, he's not saying kind things.
Yeah, starting off a big new year, by golly. Hello again, everybody. Lance Russell and Dave Brown right along ringside. We are just about ready to go with more of that big championship wrestling action. Good 1988, getting ready to...
Am I getting my way? I'm definitely not on my way out of YouTube. I mean, I've cut back on my streaming schedule, but that's because I don't watch as much. I don't watch as much stuff anymore. Is Joe a big name? Joe who?
Go here, David. Got a good one coming in here. We got Big Scott Hall in for the match today to get things going. He's out of Orlando, Florida, 287 pounds. He's a big guy. I think most folks around know him now. He will be here. A little bit later on, we got Nightmare number 1, Ken Wayne, coming in. We've got Hector Guerrero and Light.
So still no Danny Davis, though.
We've also got some information about some very exciting news wrestling-wise that'll be coming up. And in case you didn't notice, right down here in front of us, I don't know.
Are you talking about Rush Limbaugh when he gave him the tombstone and Hogan said he dropped him on his head? But on the replay, you can clearly see it's like a above and beyond safe tombstone.
You could help but notice it. We'll be telling you about the...
Oh my God! Speaking of Mattel, the San Diego Comic-Con's going on right now, and for the first time ever, Mattel is making one of my dream figures. The Birdman is getting his own figure. I can't wait.
Yeah, Renegade Rampage, it'll be coming up. It's a very, very exciting thing that'll be taking place over the next series of months. And it's
true. We only have like
we'll take time out now.
9.5
so let's get on with it. We'll be back
prime times left. Well, look at that big comically large check. That fucking anti-graffiti ordinance thing.
Hey, we're about ready to go.
What is this?
Here, Big Scott Hall will be...
Wait, what's going on here? Are we getting They started selling advertising on the thing?
Making his appearance, and you sure Sam Hill can't miss him, can you, Davey?
That's true. He's huge as he climbs into the ring right now. He will be going again.
No, I mean, I don't know that I'll always do like 5 days a week, but I think this week I've streamed like 4 out of 5 days or whatever.
Against the Blue Knight in at about 234 pounds from parts unknown. Scott Hall out of Orlando, Florida. He weighs 287 pounds. One fall, 10-minute time limit match. Jerry Calhoun says, let's go.
Yowza, and that 287 is distributed.
Oh my, look at this.
6'6" frame.
Jeez, man. I mean, he looks big in like WWF and WCW, but seeing some of these guys in Memphis is just like they're like superhuman.
He is very, very strong. What a physical specimen. Blue Knight will have not just his work cut out, he better have his escape route planned.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Mark the exits.
I would say, if anything, like the streaming isn't going to be affected so much as like there's not going to be like I'm not clipping as much. But I can't take any more LCU. I just can't. I can't do it.
He tried Scott Hall up. No success.
Blaming their
Scott
low
reversed
view
it,
count?
Just reached in and just very easily picked him up and slammed
Okay, so I have right now I have 20 live according to them. That's cutting into somebody's.
him down. Scott Hall and the Blue Knight as we open up championship wrestling today.
Fuck out of here.
Blue Knight pounding with a forearm on the big guy in the corner.
It's Mark
Not
Fusion's
much
fault.
success.
I'm not succeeding on
boy.
YouTube
Let
because
me
of
tell
Mark
you,
Fusion.
He stunned him, draped him over the rope, whip across the ring. Big drop kick from the big guy.
I'm
Down goes
interested
the
in
Blue
this,
Knight. Scott picks him back up and whips him in again.
what this ring
Look
apron
at
thing
this.
is.
Power, huh? I mean power. Took him coming right off the ropes. Just lifted him up, slammed him down, drops with a big elbow on him, and Scott Hall picks him up again. He did not go for the pin at that particular point. Pounds in with a big forearm. With a bulldog him, and he did in good fashion. That should be it. Yep, Scott rolls him over for the pin. 1, 2, 3. He got it.
Took him a minute 28 seconds, and that's all for big Scott Hall as the Blue Knight just couldn't get it going against him today.
Is Joe Shabatoni bigger than Boyd? No, I mean he's got I would say like socially he's like close with Ben and Grace. Like he's one of the anointed Clippers. So I would say like he's got definitely a bigger channel than like mine as far as like views on clips and stuff like that. But he's not he's not an asshole about it or anything. He's always seems nice. Am I a fan of the original Birdman or the later comedic Harvey Birdman? I don't think I've seen some of the only Birdman stuff, to be clear, that I've seen is like cartoons. Is that the same thing? Harvey Birdman, like the... What was Harvey Birdman? Was that on Adult Swim? I'm getting very confused here. I don't think... Joe Shabatoni is definitely not mad at me over a time slot. It can't be Joe Shabatoni. He doesn't even live stream. Plus, I don't have any heat with Joe Shabatoni.
Surprises in that match is Scott Hall.
I don't have any... I don't even talk to anybody. I don't have... I can't have heat with
Gather
anybody.
yourself a little closer because I want to introduce an element here that I think is going to be very exciting.
Anybody though that's blaming me for them not having views is Pure Cope. I'm the least popular person out of that sector, which I'm assuming it's got to be somebody from there, unless there's a wrestling stream that's got heat with me.
For the next months to come, we're talking about Renegade.
Yeah, I've seen that one.
Rampage 88, and you see right
Is
down
there like
here
an
in front of
old
us, we've got
old Hanna-Barbera cartoon of the same character but in a different segment?
Tell you about it
Radio
on
format. No
the,
one.
amount filled in.
Maybe 2 or 3 people from here would go to any other like show from that area. You know what I mean? On wrestling day.
And over on the side, $250,000. Major League bucks, my friend, for Major League action.
Oh,
that's
here
gonna
we
be
go.
Taking place.
So the deal is, it's Renegade's Rampage. The taste a punch can't tame. Okay.
Let's go to a press conference that has to do with the announcement about the Renegade Rampage.
I don't know who
Jerry
streams,
Jarrett.
though, to be honest.
I
know
want
Beth
to take this
streams the same
opportunity
time
to
as me,
thank
but
all
I
of you
mean,
for
she doesn't
coming.
care.
We told you there would be a big announcement, and it's the biggest announcement that's ever taken place for Jarrett Promotions. We're very pleased to tell you that starting in January...
I'm pretty sure he does, Russell Plunge. What's in the Mont Blanc tasting cup? Right now, it's just citrus drop. But at the beginning of the stream, though, I had Boylan Bottling Company orange soda.
We will be the producers of the Renegade Rampage.
Oh, it's a tobacco. So all these events are being sponsored by a chewing tobacco company.
Biggest wrestling promotion that's
look,
ever
and
taken
Stitch
place
from Lilo and
with our
Stitch.
company. The Renegades Rampage is a series of wrestling events, 30 in all.
Oh, look at
each event, the participants will
Jerry
be trying
Jarrett's
to accumulate points. These points will accumulate up, and the 4 top place point holders, the people that have accumulated the top points, will all meet for the finals of the Renegade Rampage in Memphis, Tennessee.
All I'll say is, if
That
you're
event will take
losing
place in
views
June,
because of a guy
and the
who's
winner
watching
will
40-year-old
receive a
content
check for
while smoking weed, I don't.
$250,000.
Am I the problem?
Eddie, I'm very excited. I know
And
you
I
are.
make no effort to advertise or
we
to
go on, what I'd like to
anything.
do
You know what
is
I
bring
mean?
John
Like,
Kennedy-
I'm putting in bare minimum
I'm sorry,
effort.
a
So
representative from Renegades here. And
Boiling
Paul,
Black
if you would
Cherry, I
help,
thought was fantastic.
bring
Oh
the
my
check
god.
in. John
But
is the
I'm a
money
big
man
cherry
with
and black
Renegades
cherry
that's
fan.
putting up this money. John, let me get around here.
Oh, I thought that was Stitch
and,
from the cartoon.
Introduce you to the people. Sure good to see you. And I just want to tell you
Oh
that,
boy,
that
look at this
we're
stiff.
very, very proud. Let's let them get the check in. John, I know that Renegades is used to all this, but that's the first time I've ever seen a check for $250,000.
Well, Jerry, we're awful excited about being part of the Renegades Rampage. It's certainly a big step for us as far as promotion of our product. And it's one of the many special events we do, but we're very excited about this program for 1988.
John, I can't tell you enough.
I'm just saying, like, there's nothing here. No, I don't make any effort to even bring in any viewers, let alone to steal somebody else's. And I've been streaming at this time slot for like over a year and a half now.
Told you and Tommy and everybody that's affiliated with Renegades that we're so very proud.
If you're
that you
losing to
selected
Jerry
our
Jarrett
company.
in 2025.
I've run over this pretty quick, and I'm sure there's some questions out there from some of the people.
Get Minar on panel.
If we can move out of the way, so
Look at
we
the
can take
press.
their
Where's
questions.
Dave? What's his name?
Have we explained it
Dave
full
Meltzer.
enough?
Look at the guy
Here,
holding
if
his
we can
hand
pass
up.
him a microphone. Excuse me.
Jerry, you said that the 4 finalists in the Renegades Rampage would be determined on the basis of points. Now, could you just explain how that point system is going to work?
Yes.
You got all these people here that are so nicely dressed and professional looking, and they call on the one guy that's dressed like a fucking flasher.
I ran over that briefly. At each event, there will be 30 of them. Eddie Marlin.
Oh yeah, Grace and I we interacted, like, more so through like her watching the clips I was making of her, but yeah.
We'll book the talent at random.
Thorpe Alert, I think, told a very
system so that people
a
will
very
try to be
interesting, at least,
as near we can
story of
ascertain
that
their skill
time
level,
period of Thorpe
so
content.
that everybody will have a chance to be in the finals. There will be 10 points for a win. There will be
I'll
5
get pretty
points
much the
for a
same
win by
number of views.
disqualification.
It'll be a
And there will
different
be 2
audience, but
points
it'll be
for a
about the
draw.
same
Now, the
number of
draw
views for
encompasses matches
pretty much
of
anything, unless I do like a Boyd
double
Watch is a
disqualification.
complete
So
ratings
if you
killer.
avoid getting beat in the match, you get
But
2
if I
points.
covered, like, you know,
If
one of the,
if your opponent gets
if I did like a
disqualified, you get
live
5.
react to an old stream from one of the people that I
Felt like
clip, I'm
a
sure
win
I'd get a little bit more, but
signify 10 points.
usually it's about the same,
What this
like
is going
15 to
do
20
is
people,
going to make a loss very important in the tournament, because our goal not only
which I think is great.
is to have a big event on the finals, but so that every match is important. And by giving 10 points to the winner, every match at the 30 events, and these events will take place in all of the major venues, Memphis, Nashville, Louisville, Evansville, Jackson, but there will also be a number of events at the smaller venues. And all of our fans in the Mid-South will be able to
Yeah,
really
sir,
get
you
the
in the
feel
overcoat, you had
and see
another
the
question?
results of what Renegades is doing for us, in that a 10-point win as opposed to a no-point loss, real quick, 2 or 3 events, and a person can be out of the running. So I think this is going to bring out the very best from all of our wrestlers. Thank you.
Oh, so they're going to compete
Yes, if
for
you
the
could
tobacco
pass him the
money.
microphone.
Oh, here we go. This guy
A
looks
question for
professional.
John of Renegades. John, how did Renegades choose the Jarrett Promotions versus, say, the WWF or the group out of Atlanta?
Well, we spent a lot of time in research to try to find the best group.
But F. Wood, Grace and I have only interacted directly, like on stream, twice. Once, like a long, long time ago, the very first time, because she was calling me out, like with I think Leigh Geno, and like saying she wanted to know what my like interest was. But then I didn't go back on again until I did the Ethiopian restaurant interview, and that was like over a year
to
later.
serve our potential consumer and also our current product users. We found that the areas
I tried
in
to
which
stay
our
on the
promotions were strong
fringe.
would suit our needs, and we're very excited about being involved with them. The amount of money we're putting up is very significant, and we know that that's important in terms of bringing out the competition, and then to also provide us with
the group in
potential
Atlanta
promotion of our product through the wrestling, and we're very excited about it.
Grace Thorpe, she's in the chat all the time. Anytime I would watch her stuff, she was always in there.
Jerry, we realize that Jarrett Productions
Two losers
has,
collide. Yeah, that was an amazing
on board
comment.
already. My
Losers
question is,
collide.
Will the Renegade Rampage be limited to wrestlers that you currently have under contract with your company?
Well, no, it's not limited, but if I can get over here with the microphone, Eddie is the man with our company, as all of our fans know, that is involved in the actual booking and.
Does anybody remember what year were the steroid trials?
The contacting the wrestlers, and I think you can better answer that question.
That's right. In answering this question, we know we have top talent here, but we've had top talent from all over the country to call us. Some of the names of people more familiar with.
Hey, Cody Turbo.
Jimmy Valiant, Coco, where he's called in, and we're getting calls every day. And
I don't ever have anybody on my stream. I went onto her stream, and then I went onto her Kick channel recently to do the restaurant interview.
More calls. It'll be a really top event.
Yes.
I don't remember who made that comment, but it's one of my all-time favorites.
And to further that, I don't know the specifics of the talent, but I do know that it was part of our arrangement with Renegades that this be an open tournament.
90 to 91. Okay, so if they started then there's probably like what? McMahon probably knew for a pretty good while leading up to the trial.
Wrestlers.
I was just thinking because Vince put so much trust in Jerry Jarrett that like if he went to prison, Jerry Jarrett was going to take over the company, and then him saying here in '88 like that company in Georgia.
From any organization that were willing to come in and be in the 30 preliminary events.
I was just trying to wonder how far back that.
Are there any other questions?
Seed might have been planted.
There's the microphone right there.
This question is directed towards Shawn also. Can you tell me if Renegades is planning any other promotions aside from the wrestling promotion this year?
Well, in 1988, we currently do a lot of promotions in the special events area. We'll do approximately 700 event dates throughout the 1988 season. Encompassing all these events within a calendar year is very important. It takes a lot of work by our people, and we want to do as much good for the fans as we do for the wrestlers. So we've developed a program with a lot of items that we'll have.
Okay, so 93, that would be way down the line for
right now. To the fans,
the T-shirts.
Oh
and
man,
also,
that'd be a sweet shirt to have.
Some hats and things like that. It's important for us to make sure that not only the wrestlers are taken care of, but the fans are.
Can we get some of our
too,
favorites sponsored by these people?
For our product that we need to have. And,
Ruby probably wouldn't go for it though, since they're not
in the
Newports.
wrestling area is very important to Jerry, and we know that it's going to go a long way for us too.
Thank you. Are there any other questions? Well, again, I certainly appreciate you being here. We're looking forward to the Renegade Rampage. The first events will start in January, and to the people in our television audience, our local weekly wrestling shows will give you all the details when the events take place.
There's a couple Cornette videos about it, and then I know Jerry Jarrett did a couple shoot interviews, but that's actually really interesting to think about. They didn't bring him in, did they, for a fantasy booker? Kayfabe commentaries? I think they brought Jerry Jarrett in for something, but what was it?
Who the exact participants will be, we're very excited about it, and we think.
Oh yeah, there he is, right there.
You will be too. Thank you very much.
The Blue Knight.
Wednesday night, Evans will Coliseum a dandy night of
action. 7 matches will be on the card.
7 matches.
Well, I'll tell you what, that's getting 88 underway in mighty, mighty good fashion. You'll be seeing Bill Dundee and Jerry Lawler with that big, beautiful Lord of the ring of Jerry Lawler's up against $5,000 of Dundee. That's going to be a scrap and a half. Hey, you want to see something? Lumberjack strap match when Hector Guerrero goes in.
Why do they not have
Jeff
Stan
Jarrett
Hansen?
with a ring surrounded by
I don't know.
gentlemen with
I mean,
straps in their hand
he's
to
been
keep you
in
the
Memphis
ring.
before. I don't know about why he's not there right now.
Come and see what's going to happen to your hero, Jeff Jarrett. Girls will be screaming, "Oh, Jeff!" and maybe they're pulling their little hairs out because I'll be kicking your butt, Jeff Jarrett. And not only that, I'll be throwing you out of the ring because I don't like you. I don't like chicken skins, and I don't like Americans who go around boasting that they think they're better.
They got
than anybody
Manny
else in this
Fernandez.
world. That's why I'm here. I'm Mexico's avenging angel, and strapping in your back, you're going to be called a strap back.
You're hearing it from
Wow.
Hector Guerrero. That's the one where the
Wow.
guys will have straps. Anybody that goes out, either one of them will get strapped until they do get back in that ring. Also,
Tony
that big match
Yeoman
between
is
Lawler
known
and
for
Dundee
being
with
strapped.
the ring against $5,000. Just 2 of the great 7 matches on the card Wednesday night at the Evansville Coliseum. We'll be giving you the entire card coming up in just a few moments. But I'll tell you, the 2 matches we've mentioned, worth the price of admission. Regular prices Wednesday night, the Coliseum.
Okay, the bell are ringing. Boy, I'll tell you what, there's some exciting news about the Renegade Rampage 88. And, you know, I know that you can't appreciate the full significance of it, but we are looking forward very much to that during 1988. Should be a whale of an addition to the attraction. Okay, Dave, I think we're ready for our next bout.
All right, stepping into the ring right now, Nightmare number 1, Ken Wayne, and his opponent from Memphis, Tennessee, 214
Keith
pounds.
Eric, isn't
Keith
that
Eric.
the Black
And
Billy
on the
Jack
other side of
Haynes?
the ring at 216, also out of Memphis, Tennessee, it is Nightmare number 1, Ken Wayne. This match will be 1 fall, 10 minutes.
Why is he repeating it? Is that, what's his name? Nate the Rat?
Nate the Rat. Well, sounds we're underway with the action. Ken Wayne says,
True.
"Hey, you want to shake hands?" Nate the Great, he says, yeah. Keep your eye on it.
I think for a guy like Stan Hansen, Memphis was probably like a pass-through. Like if he had a couple dates when he first got back or right before he left where he didn't have to commit to a storyline and just come in and shoot like, you know, a TV and work a couple shows. Or that too, they had other guys that didn't come on the TV but worked the arena shows.
During the match, huh? Keith Eric round behind. Nightmare reverses it, takes his legs away from it, down to the mat he goes.
Where's the Keith Eric
Had the
figure?
shoulders down, couldn't hold it for a 3 count. Eric on his feet, yelling about having his hair pulled.
Daninsky, do you think Vince should have gave Keith Eric a run with the IC title? That's what Jarrett should have. He should have put the strap on Keith Eric. Can you imagine Vince in prison? Keith Eric going over Hogan clean.
One of the trademarks of the Nightmare is the quick moves. You'll see Ken moving. Look at it. React. Counter. Cover. 1, 2. He got a 2 count, but couldn't make it stick for 3. No sooner said.
Well, I wouldn't
than
think
done.
either.
Boy, he
Stan
went there
Hansen's
around,
not
got
going to
that
stick
hip
around
toss
in
on
the
him and came
territory for
right
very
on
long
out of it.
because he's more of an attraction, even though he was a really great worker.
Ducks under. Oh, look at this.
He was probably coming in for like the big money matches, and that was about it.
Came up off the mat. Keith Eric trying to roll out of it, and he did, and he's down right now talking to Nate the Great, he says he is. Yeah. Nate the Great.
Nate the Great. Forget that Nate the Rat stuff.
Bring in Nate the Rat to manage him.
Nightmare, number 1, Ken Wayne. In Danny Davis. Still partner from time to time. Quite a tag team indeed.
Team up.
Look at Eric.
Team up the Junkyard Dog with William the
Ken Wayne.
Freezer Thompson.
Headbutts him. Lefts and rights to the midsection.
It sucks that like we have a billionaire that runs a wrestling company, and it's a private company. He can do anything he wants to, and he's not doing like super outlandish things with that money.
Looked like Keith Eric really had something going there for a minute. Whatever.
I know some of the AEW stuff, but it's more like hard. That's just because they're doing hard death match type stuff. I want to see just some absolutely batshit crazy
Keith
stuff.
Eric reverses him into the rope. And Wayne round behind. Down he goes. Shoulders are down. Counts 2. This time he gets him with a 3 count. What a bridge. Yeah, he used that bridge and used his own weight and part of Eric's weight to hold the shoulders down to the mat. Got the 3 count, and in 2 minutes, 27 seconds, Nightmare number 1, Ken Wayne gets the victory.
Ken Wayne with a very spectacular show in there against Keith Eric.
Especially with WWE being seemingly open to, you know, outside cash offers for shit. Just make some magic happen.
First of all, I want to say my partner and I over the holidays, we had a little bit of agreement, and we don't feel like most of the places we go here with the CWA deserve to see both of the Midnight Rockers.
No, like storyline and match-wise.
Outrageous. So let's jack them prices up a little, then you might be able to get both Midnight Rockers out here. And second,
but I don't really know what they could do, though, to be honest. I mean, there's really not that many crazy characters out there that you could bring in for some, like, crazy match or something.
Pipsqueak in the ring, thinking that he's a would-be Midnight Rocker fan out there.
Looked pretty good, didn't he?
No, he didn't look good at all.
Castle of Fear.
He liked cheap imitations. He's wonderful. I know, he looked like a geek, for God's sake. I mean, he comes out here, he's jumping around the ring.
Like, what do you think they would say if I call? I think Demolition is still alive. Like, if I called up Demolition and I was like Tony Khan and I was like, hey, listen, guys, I need you to come in and carry for one more run, guys.
Looks like, I guess you're gonna want an autograph or something because you look like you're trying to be Shawn Michaels out there. And I want you to, first of all, I want to tell you, thanks for the compliment because you
think Shawn's sober or just bad, like, awkward promo?
I don't want you coming out here and, because it takes a lot of time. No, I understand. It takes a lot of time, though, to get the skills that my partner and myself have accomplished for ourselves.
Yeah, and I say you're still looking for time, pal. Let me tell you something. I haven't copied you. In fact, when Ken Wayne and Danny Davis got together as the Nightmares, the Midnight Rockers didn't even own a pair of boots, brother. So if anybody's trying to copy anybody, it's the Midnight Rockers.
Oh, yeah, the zombie.
Trying to copy Ken Wayne and what Danny Davis did for 8 years, brother.
Well, let me tell you something. You little runt, first of all, you don't come out here and start talking to me.
I actually, I didn't mind that. I thought it was funny.
Of the world tag team champions. Something which the Nightmares would know nothing about.
I wouldn't want it all the time, but I thought, I thought it was kind of funny. I really like that vampire chick, too.
Wouldn't sign a contract because you were running from us. All over the country, baby. Don't tell me.
That's not what it was. That's not what it was.
I forgot Vader died,
Our bookings were full throughout the whole year. We had obligations. That's why we couldn't wrestle you guys. You think that my partner and I are afraid of you? We're the hottest tag team of professional wrestling, pal.
You stood out here and said that we tried to copy you. Well, let me ask you a question, Shawn Michaels. How many videotapes did you watch of me and Danny Davis to learn what you know?
Well, that's...
No, wait a minute.
Well, I'll make the Heroes of Wrestling reboot super off the rails if I hit the Powerball.
Some matches that the Nightmares were in that we saw, but they had no bearing. No,
you were conveniently ill that night. You couldn't be there, you chicken.
That's not it at all, Lance Russell. You know very well that let me tell you something. What are you going to be when you grow up? That's what I want to know, pal. You come out here and...
Wow, what a promo.
I'm a champion, buddy. I'm a champion. I'm 6'1", 230 pounds. That's 6'1".
We got to take a break here, fellas.
I think Shawn's pretty out of it. He's like, hey, man, what do you want to be when you grow up, pal? That's what I want to know.
60 quick seconds, my friend, to tell you all about the action coming down to the Coliseum.
Imagine Jimmy versus Savvy Guy in wherever the Wimbledon or whatever, and it'll just be a free event. We just have to beat the numbers from that North Korea wrestling show that got what did they get, 123,000? Could we get 130,000 if we gave away the tickets for Jimmy versus Savvy? That's only the main event, though.
Wednesday night when Championship Wrestling pays its visit. I'll tell you, 7 matches.
Sounded
with
drunk.
regular
Yeah, I
prices.
agree.
You want to be there. Start the year out with some
Hey,
big
hey,
excitement.
pal. Hey, what-
T.J. Khan going against Don Bruce. Billy
He
Travis
kinda
will be
looked like
facing
Shawn
Jimmy Jack
Michaels.
Funk. Manny Fernandez going against Ron
My partner
Bruce. There
and
will
I.
be a CWA
I like
ladies
that we
title
said
when
that at the
Lady
beginning.
Satan
My
will be
partner
going
and I
against,
had an agreement.
Debbie Combs for the title. Then a Southern Tag Team title match with the Midnight Rockers facing Big Scott Hall and his partner, the Nightmare, Ken Wayne. Lumberjack strap
Scott
match.
Hall
Oh,
and the
what a
Nightmare? I don't
dandy
know
this
about
is going
that.
to be after all the problems they've had. Hector Guerrero, Jeff Jarrett in the ring and surrounded by guys with straps in their hands so that when anybody goes out, they'll be hammered back into the ring. And the final event, Dundee and Lawler, with Lawler's $10,000 ring up against Dundee's $5,000 Wednesday.
What?
Okay, we're about ready to go with our next match. We've asked Ken Wayne to stay right here with us. Ken, if you would, just stay here, and we'll watch the Rockers, Shawn Michaels.
Well, we
match.
wouldn't hold them at
He's talking about how good
gunpoint.
he is. Listen how many moves he uses that.
I mean, technically, you can. All you have to do is beat that number. It doesn't matter how you get the people in there because none of those people paid. It was forced attendance. So we just have to we could just have to really invest heavily into paying people. Could we get 130,000 people that really need $10 into the stadium?
Danny and I have used before. Okay, but we'll be looking for him back in here, and here he comes right now. And I must say that Shawn Michaels, Marty Jannetty, the Midnight Rock.
Remember Scott Norton talking about that trip, Daninsky, and he was like, he got the phone call in the middle of the night, or he called his wife and said something, and then the phone went dead, and they took him down into like an interrogation room because he had criticized the country.
Under the new management and business counseling of Mark Goulin.
Big roided out
They are
Scott
the
Norton
Southern
versus
Tag
the
Team champions.
versus the North
So there's
Korean
no question
military.
about it. Okay, Davey, how about an introduction now?
All right, introducing from Arkansas at 193 pounds, David Wilson, and going
193 pounds. I don't know about that.
Pounds, Shawn Michaels, half the Midnight Rockers team. Referee Jerry Calhoun.
Okay, they tie it up. Wilson and Shawn Michaels. Over on the
It was
rope,
definitely
nice
scary, but it's
clean
funny to
break,
me as a viewer.
Credit there, don't you?
Yeah, he was giving himself credit, so why not everybody else?
If he won't, he figured he would.
Yeah,
He's
comes
a
away
very
from the rope,
underrated
clapping
guy,
for
underrated
himself for a
wrestler.
clean break.
He did kind of get his due though in Japan, I guess. He was pretty over there.
Get into their eyes and
You'd go to it for a $5 McDonald's meal? Fair.
You know, I've never taken nothing away from the Rockers and their wrestling abilities, or else they wouldn't have been world champions for quite a while. So, I mean, he comes out here and wants to run his mouth. Well, I understand he's got a real bad attitude problem.
Well,
Real
that
bad
is something
attitude
that is
problem.
becoming more apparent.
Ooh, shoulder
all the time.
breaker.
Jams that shoulder into the knee, drops Wilson down, count of one, but he doesn't pin him at that point. Shawn Michaels having it all his way as he drills.
Having it all his way.
Climbs up on the rope, getting himself good position.
I don't know.
Pops
He said they had an
another one.
agreement.
Look at
I don't know
this.
what that
He is all the way
means.
up on that top rope. And
Beautiful move.
And followed it up nicely, too, man.
boy, oh boy, oh boy. He does that backward flip right off that top rope, came down, went back in, and drilled him with the right hand. Not illegal, but it got the job
I'd like to
done.
watch a compilation sometime of like Scott Norton in Japan. I want to do the same for. I've seen like an 8-hour compilation, I think, of
we saw it all right here.
the
There's
Miracle
no doubt
Violence
about it
Connection,
when
or
the
6 hour. I can't remember. It was really long
on the
though.
shoulder, and
But I'd watch that again.
takes him down to complete the suplex.
But I haven't seen much of Scott
having
Norton
an
in
easy
Japan.
time with Wilson. Wilson kicks out and saves himself for another few minutes at least, as Michaels obviously is the very big favorite in this match. Chopping away hard. Midnight Rockers, Shawn Michaels, Marty Jannetty, Southern Tag Champs, and he drilled him with
Just
that
wild
elbow.
to see him like at this stage of his
I'm not taking
career.
nothing away from these guys, but, you know, I'd like to get hold of Danny or find me another partner, and we'll just see how handily he takes care of somebody that's got some experience behind him.
Yeah, they very free and easy when it comes to running down Ken Wayne.
Wow, in the Arsenal even back then.
Flies with the elbow, leisurely lays back 1, 2, 3. And that is going to be it as Shawn Michaels comes through. 2 minutes and 30
Scott Norton arm wrestling matches.
Relatively easy win.
Uh-oh, old boy's sitting at the
Easy. They're all
announce
easy when
desk
you're
there.
talking about the Midnight Rock. See, let me tell you something back there, small fry. That's
Small fry.
professional wrestling Midnight Rocker style. And see, someday, if you work hard enough, you get in the gym a little bit, get some of those platform shoes to get yourself a little taller. Then maybe, and you work really hard, maybe then you can almost be a Midnight Rocker too.
Let me tell you something. The last thing I want to be is a Midnight Rocker. That's the last thing. Hey, you keep your nose out of it, man. No, it's not. He's the one out here running his mouth. You don't put on your tights, you get your butt in the ring, too. I'll take care of you. I'll take care of you or anybody else. You don't know how you feel like that. How you going to feel? I'll knock you out. Oh, you go anytime you want to, baby.
Scott Hall. You know, I was back in the back, and I couldn't help but overhear a guy used to be a good friend of mine out here, Shawn Michaels and Marty Jannetty, the new Midnight Rockers. Yep. You know, nobody ever doubted that these guys are talented wrestlers. Certainly not myself. They've been the AWA World Tag Team Champions.
See, now he knows how he's talking. Tell him.
But, you know, I don't know what happened. Shawn Michaels, Marty Jannetty seem to be a little bit cocky now. I hear you out here running down Kenny Wayne 2-on-1. You guys are real tough. Well, brother, we've been talking about it before. Yep. If you're looking for a partner, you don't have to look far. Oh, yeah. That's right, man. Anytime you and your partner, you're up. Scott Hall making his presence not only known but felt as as Shawn Michaels is backing up.
Shawn Michaels and Scott Hall. First interaction, you think?
The best thing that he can do. No, I don't think you want to step in with these two right now.
Hey, I tell you what. Hey, baby, let me tell you something. You're so big and you're so bad and you're so tough. Well, I got big bag and tough right here on my side. Put those belts on the line, baby, and we'll walk out with them.
Yeah, you see it, Shawn Michaels, Mark Guleen. The best thing you guys can do is just move. Scott and Ken Wayne, a good pairing right here. Thank you guys for coming out. We got to take time out. We'll see more of them. Right now, we'll be back in a moment. Most of you people are at least in all the areas other than the Memphis, Tennessee area didn't have an opportunity to see this and participate, so we're going to bring you some highlights. This is what it was all about. What you're looking at is 6 carats of diamonds and rubies in a custom-made ring for the Lord of the Ring tournament. The promotion commissioned Peril Jewelers, which is a chain of jewelry stores, to do this beautiful, beautiful ring. It is valued at $10,000 or more, and that was the...
I wonder how that would work. I wonder if we could watch. Remember, what was the name of that one that he was in with Jerry Lynn? GWF or something like that. I wonder how those work, if we could stream those.
Prize for the Ultimate. Now, it took in a lot of territory. Scott Hall came out of the Florida elimination, for instance. Ken Wayne came out of the Alabama, and so on. Anyhow, there was a series of eliminations went down. Finally, one fall, 30-minute eliminations until the final match. And the winner of it to receive that ring right there. We want to show you some highlights from the final night where we had the semifinals and the finals. In the semifinals, Bill Dundee and Jeff Jarrett, Jerry Lawler and Scott Hall, and then the finals took place with the winners of those two matches going against each other. Let's look at
that. Would be real. I think that would be really interesting. Lawler versus Hall at this
some
point.
Of the highlights from the Mid-South Coliseum, Memphis, Tennessee, Lord of the Ring
Ooh,
tournament.
Mid-South Coliseum, shit. Damn, bro. Dude. What a match. So Dundee won by countout. Oh, here we go. Shit. No, it had something though. This was the only other thing I think it took out. It didn't just show up as a copyright claim like all the music does. It showed up as like a visibility block. And I really wanted to show this. Like, this is actually like... But look at the other, I didn't have an option like to do it. It was like, because it's just the song that was the problem. Dude, these matches are nuts. Wish we could see the whole thing. I wonder what the song was. Tough Enough? Oh no, ref bump. Oh, Lawler got the dub. It looked like a pretty good match. I really want to see that entire Lawler versus Hall, though.
I told every one of you going into this that I was going to do whatever it takes. Well, all I can say is you're still the toughest, you know. And you got to know tomorrow you beat against the toughest. No. And I told you, if I got beat, I'd be man enough to do this. The winner, the Lord of the Ring,
Memphis loves sportsmanship.
Oh, boy. I gotta tell you, that was a dandy. I'm just sorry that everybody didn't get an opportunity to see
Oh,
it.
wow. Look at this. Oh, no. What happened?
Now, we normally call him the king, but today, you've seen it. Let's call him the Lord of the Ring. Jerry, I gotta
The Lord of the
congratulate you,
Ring.
partner. I tell you one thing. You've been in a jillion of them, but you told me that this was as tough as anything you ever earned. First, let me do this. Let me make the official presentation to you. There it is for the Lord of the Ring, the Lord of the Ring. There it's a $10,000 one. Can you slip it on there? Let's see. Oh boy, look at that stuff.
It's a little big, but
yeah.
like Eddie Marlin told me back there a while ago, he said, tell everybody you can rent a trailer and take that to all the towns that you're going to wrestle. So that may be what I have to do with this. But I want to thank you, Lance, and I also want to thank Ron Peril and all the people at Peril Jewelers for sponsoring this tournament and putting this ring together and everything. And
it's a strange looking shirt.
Not just engraving on the side here, all of the scene from the CWA logo and that sort of thing. It is really super.
It's a beautiful ring, and like you said, Lance, it was a great tournament throughout, especially the finals. I learned there in one night exactly what Scott Hall is all about. Now here's one individual who is going to make a big name for himself in this profession. I can guarantee you. A lot of the fans Scott is new to the fans around this area, and in that match, I've been against a lot of big guys, a lot of strong guys, and boy, this Scott Hall ranks right up there at the top of the list.
Let me explain, Jerry, for those folks who are not in the Memphis area and weren't able to be there, that in the match with you, Scott used that pile driver there because it is legal in Florida and it is not legal in the state of Tennessee. So it got him disqualified in the match.
Well, it was a fortunate situation for me in the fact that
encrypted 306.
That he wasn't really familiar with all the
Cornette
rules in
says
this
you
area.
should always ban the pile
because
driver because
I'll be quite
hardly
honest with you, I was
anyone
having an
should be
awful lot of
allowed to
trouble with
do
Scott
it,
Hall.
and when
By the
you
same
do
token,
it should
what didn't show on the tape
mean
there
something.
was in the match Jeff Jarrett had with Bill Dundee, Hector Guerrero came out to the ring and held Jeff and kept him from being able to get back in the ring, or that match would have kept going too.
Yeah, I bet you're right, Cody Turbo.
It's really hard to figure out how
he just wanted a ring, so he wrote a whole
had
storyline, and now the taxpayers
I'm just tickled with the way it did come
I
out.
got to tell you, your problems didn't
Business
end when you
expense
got to the
write-off.
finals either, because we've all been there before and we've seen them, and I got to tell you, that match with you and Billy was something else. What a tough son of a gun that was.
Well, I think he summed it up pretty well at the end when he said, I was about the toughest guy he's ever wrestled, and he's
here
about the
comes
toughest guy
Bill.
I've ever wrestled.
Billy, great match. I got to tell you, I know you're disappointed. It was just one of those nights.
Well, that's all I got to say. Like I told you, I was going to do all I could to win that ring, and I did it. Now, I think I did it anyway. And I have never been obsessed with nothing all my life. Jerry has chased the world, and I've had titles, all kinds of titles, and, you know, you win a few, you lose a few. And he's always wanting to be the NWA or whatever world heavyweight champion, right?
The classic
And it was
banger
obsession.
pile
And
driver
I said,
by the illustrious
"Man, Squeezy, why
Coco
does he beat his
Beware.
brains out trying to get that belt?" Until I saw that ring. And I won it real bad.
I kind of
And last week, I really thought I won it. I really did. Now, there's a piece of tape, and I know somebody has it because I've seen it. That hasn't been showed yet, and if the man upstairs would punch the button,
we've got
and
it.
Mr. Lawler watches it, and you watch it, and everybody out there watches it, I beat Jerry Lawler.
Okay, let's watch it right
Uh-oh, here we go.
Big right hand. Dundee follows with another right. Look at him exchange
Man,
those
great
punches.
punches.
Dundee pounded away. Lawler staggering. Dundee fires Lawler across the ring. Lawler slams right into poor Jerry Calhoun.
Now, watch the clock. Watch.
The pin, but of course there's no referee there.
3, finish. 4.
Oh, he's got the
Lawler's right.
receipts.
5, 6. Calhoun, you idiot, get up. 7, 8, 9. Look, he never tried to count. His best friend, Jerry Calhoun. Now, that's all I'm saying, making no exaggerations. I'm just saying that.
Hard to argue with the evidence here.
Let me ask you something, Bill. Now, in other words, you're trying to say there that you had me pinned for what would have been a 10 count. Is that what you're trying to tell me?
We just saw it. It was 10, right? We put the little clock and it was 10.
Let me ask you this. There was no referee there to count, right?
He was there. He was laying. He was sleeping or whatever. I don't know.
Do you think that I didn't know that there was no referee there to count?
Jerry.
Why should I kick out when I'm taking a little 10-second rest?
No, sir.
Huh?
You was out. If you were,
Oh,
you was
boy.
out, you know it, and I know it. Because this right hand knocked you out, brother, and I picked your legs up, flipped on over, and you was
Who would have
out.
thought
And
these
at
two
the
would
same
turn on
point,
each other
Let's
after
talk
a
for
brief
just a second about
team-up?
that little right hand right there. Who started throwing those right hands? We're going out there, Bill. You know, you and I were just the World Tag Team Champions. We're partners, and all of a sudden, as soon as the match starts, you start throwing the fist left and right.
I understand all that, but I told you right here that before the match, I told everybody I was going to do whatever, because I want that. And I'm going to get it one way or the other.
You did say you wanted that.
That's
bad.
right. And I didn't mind you punching me back, and it hurt. Look at my head. It's all beat up, too. And I went out there to fight you, to wrestle you, to do anything to get it, and I feel in my heart I won. It was there for 10. Calhoun, I don't know where he was.
He was knocked
Calhoun.
out.
Same time.
All I can say, Bill, is you might feel in your heart that you won, but you don't feel on your finger that you won, because this ring is on my finger.
Oh, yeah, I understand that. But there's 365 days in a year, and there's 52 weeks in a year, and one of them days I'm going to get that, and it's too big for you, because I watched on the monitor your nubby little hands that don't fit, but it fits me.
Ooh, Lance is loving that. That really tickled him.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, I think you do know what the proposition is. It shows you how bad this guy wants that ring, Jarrett.
Well, you know, I can understand that, and I can. I mean, who wouldn't want this? You know, it's not only for what it signifies, but the fact that it's a $10,000 diamond, gold,
Who's
and
going to
ruby
cut a
ring,
check?
and anybody would want it. I understand that. But the fact of the matter is, Bill, you know, you talk about
Oh,
my
look at
obsession
this.
with
What a
the world
familiar
title. True. I've chased that title
embrace.
throughout my entire career. But this is something that I look upon as
Look
signifying
upon.
just as much as that title. So I want to hang on to this, you know.
Wait a minute. What have you got here, Bill?
It's a check. I go make it. Do you want it at the cash or do you want it at the Jerry Lawler? Because you ain't going to cash it anyway because I'm winning that. How do you want it? Made at the Jerry Lawler?
Well, I think there needs to be more explanation than that in the fact that the match, Bill has insisted.
So Bill's
on
going to
a
buy
rematch,
his way into this match?
With that ring at stake, I know.
Well, that's right. You know, Eddie Marlin called me on Thursday and said that Bill had called him and wanted, just like you said, he wanted a rematch. I said, look, I don't even want to
be so excited. I wrote this hat too much. I'm tearing this one up.
That's okay.
I told Eddie, I said, I don't really want a match with Bill. You know, Bill and I have been partners.
Shows no lie, too, brother. That shows right there on that tape. I beat you, Jerry, and down in your heart, you're going to know that.
Oh, boy. Really getting heated up.
Let me just make a long story short. Eddie Marlin said Bill wanted a rematch, and he wanted it with the ring at stake. And I said, well, I'm not just going in there and putting my ring that I just won up at stake without Bill putting something up at stake. So I said, the ring's worth $10,000.
Bill's going to put his son
I said, let
Jamie
him put
on
up
the line.
$10,000.
Hey, brother, if I was going to put up $10,000, I could go down to Peril Jewelers and ask him to make me one. That's not the point. I'm just being nice about this, so it gives you an incentive to beat me again. Because I don't think you can do it 2 weeks in a row, and I don't think you did it last week. Now, you'll get $5,000
Can't believe they trusted
checks.
checks,
You,
yeah.
I'll get this ring, plus my check back, and we both had a good payday, right?
No, I didn't. Not if he loses that $10,000 ring.
I don't think I really, besides like mailing them in for bills, like way back in the day, I don't really remember writing too many checks.
In the olden days, they picked up the glove and he slapped the guy's face and he took up the channels, right? This is all I'm doing in the modern style. I feel I won the ring. He feels he won the ring. Let's fight for it again. That's what we're going to do because my nubby little hands is coming out lefts and rights. So you better be throwing them when it starts, brother, because I want that.
Well, Bill is agreeing, and he's making out a check right now, and the figure that's going to be on the end of that is going to be $5,000, and it will be in there against
I like how he
ring,
was
so
said like
you
if
have
he
a
had,
chance
was
to
going to
pick up
put
a
up
lot of money,
10K,
at
he'd
least,
just
in
go
the
have his own ring
That's
made.
exactly right, Lance, and that's why I've agreed to this match. You know, I first told Eddie Marlin, I said, look, Eddie, Bill and I have been partners, and I would rather be friends with Bill than be against him in the ring. And then when he told that to Bill, Bill came back with the comment of said, well, we're the best partners in the world, but we're not the best friends in the world. So if that's the way he wants to be, that's fine with me. I'll gladly accept your challenge, Bill. Let me just say this one thing. Just like you came out here and told everybody, and I thought, you know, to be perfectly honest with you, I thought maybe that was just
I think it's going to close out the show.
In case he cashes it before he wins, just keep it right there.
Okay, no, he won't have it. I'll give it to
I
him.
understand that you guys are one of the best tag teams around here. We're great. We've never said we went out and drink Coca-Cola every night together. We're just a business
Coca-Cola.
partner. And right now, there's
Nice
nobody we
little
want to beat up.
sneak
I
diss.
just want to beat you up and win this ring. Now, we are a great tag team. It's business, my friend. All them football players that play ball, even for the Cleveland Browns, they don't all like one another, but when they play as a team, they're great.
You don't like
When
this?
we're
I
a
think this
team,
is
we're
great.
You're a great wrestler.
I'm
So
buying
am I.
in
I
on
just think
this.
I won that.
By golly, it can't get any simpler than that, and the way to settle it is going to be in that ring, and the match is
I like it because at its core here is just these two guys want to fight. It's got nothing to do with the ring. It's got nothing to do with the money. It's that Bill Dundee feels like he got the shaft and he wants revenge. But since they're teaming up, there's like this artificial restraint on his, behavior. I don't know. I think it's neat how they're handling it.
Well, that's right, Bill. But let me just tell you this week, I know where you're coming from, brother. You started out throwing the fist last week. This week, I'm going to start out the same way. And I'm going to tell you plain and simple, you've been out here running your mouth. You've been doing all your bragging. Well, it's time for me to just do a little bragging myself. You couldn't beat me on your best day, and you're going to find that out, brother, because I'm going to cash that $5,000 check.
Oh, Lance is
and I'm
even
gonna
getting excited.
Wear this ring in that ring, and I'm going to wear it out.
We won't even get
and,
to see it, though.
Hopefully, I probably can dribble that check all the way to Nashville. But if it's any good,
Dribble
I'm
it
gonna
all the
cash
way
it,
to
and I'm going to have
Nashville.
myself $5,000 and a nice little party with this ring.
Well, I'm just going to tell you.
Remember when Durunda called that guy out right on prime time for passing bad checks back in the day?
Something, Kingfish. This is going to be the damnedest fight you ever had in your life, because if I go come right to your house and steal it, I'm going to do that, because I want that. But
yeah, it'll be on like the Evansville show, probably the regular circuit show.
Wouldn't count, and you know it. Calhoun wouldn't count. It was a count of 10, and he never did it. But when
Let's
I
go.
was down, you was out, and you all fell on me when we get wham, 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 and I beat you, and you know it.
Got his blood pressure up there, didn't he? All I can say, Lance, is we'll see this week who beats who.
Dundee may be right. It may be one of those kind of fights.
You don't want to see the feud continuing? Oh, come on. It's going to be good. Well, like I said, we won't have to see it anyway, because it'll just be on the non-televised matches.
Okay, one more chance to remind you about the action Wednesday night. I do, in fact, hope you pay close attention, because, friend, it is a dandy. 7 matches in all. It's going to be headlined by that Lawler Dundee.
Lawler would love to drink a Coke.
Against Dundee's $5,000 check. Also, there is going to be regular prices, and you're going to be seeing
regular
Hector
ticket
Guerrero,
prices.
Jeff Jarrett engaged in a lumberjack strap match. Now, Jeff, you know this. This is where all the guys are around.
Oh
the
my
ring.
Lord! Look
Those
at this
big
outfit.
straps, and anybody that goes out, I don't mean just you, just Hector. Either one of you, wham, they'll strap you right back in.
Well, I heard Hector out here a little while ago running his mouth, saying that he asked for this match. Well, the truth of the matter is, and Hector, you know it, I asked for this match because last week I guess I did get a little taste of a leather strap. Well, this week I get to get you in the ring. And you've been saying that I run from you every match and I try to hide under the ring or run back to the dressing room and get my friends. Well, that isn't the truth, Lance.
It could be. Well, it's not for everybody, too. I mean, if you don't like it, you don't like it.
Out of that ring, I got 4 or 5 guys outside the ring with big leather straps, and they're going to tan your hide. And, brother, you're going to want to get back in the ring with me, and I'm going to beat you.
Am I holding up? Oh, I'm all right.
And then you're going to run out, and it's going to go back and forth till he can't take no more. And I'm going to do my best to pin his shoulders to the mat. 1, 2, 3.
I'm probably going to go over to, I think, WWE or WWE Vault. After my stream, I'm going to go over there. They've got, like, I think they're doing Hogan matches, like, all day long.
Coliseum on Wednesday night. Good idea.
I think.
Get a group together. Come on out, have some fun, and see the act.
Hey, nobody said anything about
Turtleneck Jarrett.
What are you talking about? Jeff Jarrett is over in the corner.
This ring thing is throwing me off. Okay, Billy Travis against Hector Guerrero with, it looks like Medusa at ringside. Oh, it's Jarrett.
Hector Guerrero from Mexico City.
Not a loser lead.
Where's he buying these clothes at?
Asking him, would he leave? If he loses, he said, well, I'm going to beat him up so bad.
What thumbnail?
Around here. And that's when I asked him if he was
I don't
going to
know.
leave. He said he couldn't beat me and all that.
Are you trying to give me a
So
hint?
it's not a loser leave town, but Travis and Guerrero ought to be a dandy and whatever.
He looks like, yes, he does look like an 80s soccer man.
Jeff Jarrett is in Billy Travis's corner. You can see him there at ringside. Yeah, Hector says, hey, I got it.
Never cared for the Hulkster. Yeah, I mean, I could understand that. I'm biased because I saw him when I was a kid, and like when he was at like his apex.
To go as we got into this match late.
And then I was a rebellious teenager when he became the, when he became did like his big heel turn.
Pitches him forward, wraps the arm up as Hector grabbed a handful of
Cheeky fella.
Jarrett telling the referee pull the hair, and that's the way he got him off and down on the mat. Jeff keeping his eye. He hasn't interfered in the match, Davey. He's just been over there at the side keeping the referee, giving the referee another set of eyes.
That's right. What you need against Hector Guerrero, at least one set. One other set, that is. Billy with Hector down on the mat, left arm barred. Not a pin position. Hector. Boy, he scissored him with those
Do you think Jarrett was really into the rats? I'll have to watch this, see if he's ever done a podcast about it. I'll ask him next time he's live what the rats were like in '88.
An illegal move. Oh, he was on his throat. He was choking him. That's what it was.
Hey, our time is up, Jerry. I'm sorry. We're all out of time. What we're going to have to do is take a break here, and we'll be back in just a moment.
Plenty more action coming up, and then it's the end of the show.
Wrestling by Ellie, we'll have more wrestling next week. I tell you, I am excited about the Renegade Rampage 88 that is coming up. We'll have more research.
Whoop. Okay, hang on a second. Let me, I do want to show one video. I don't want to show too much because I know WWE has them on like their page, and I don't want to like. But we're at the end of the stream, so I'm willing to risk it, like, to show this one, if I can find it. All right, hang on a second. Here we go. This is just like a couple, it's like 10 minutes long, I think.
Channel 5 in Memphis,
If it cuts off for some reason because WWE claims it, I'll just, the stream's over, but we'll give it a try. Rodent access, hell yeah.
This man is not a television illusion. He is not an artist's conception. He is not a figment of the imagination. 24 pounds. He is the Hulk. The Hulk, without a doubt, is the most awesome figure in professional wrestling today. His measurements are almost unbelievable.
This is how Memphis presented him back in the day.
Inches. His chest expands to an incredible 59 inches. His biceps are 26 inches, and at the end of these powerful arms are two 12-inch
I know, it's a
fists.
really weird.
His magnificent upper body tapers off to only a 34-inch waist. The Hulk is supported by tree-like legs that can leg press over 1,900 pounds. Combine these amazing measurements with more brute strength than you can imagine, and you have the Hulk. And the Hulk is coming here.
All right, Vinny. Lance Russell announcing Hogan. Yes. Yeah, heel. Big entrance for the King.
Master strategy man. Ah, and Lawler sidestepped him and threw him in.
That's what I was thinking. He probably definitely shit everywhere. Oh, putting him up there like a baby.
Lawler put up on the ring turnbuckles. Lawler blocks the right, pops the Hulk. Lawler, a man with enormous confidence, takes it right back from
Man,
the
this is
foot
so.
and
I
the
just
big
think this is so
arm.
cool.
Whipped into the ropes, and that elbow put him down hard. Lawler grabs that jaw. Man, oh man. Hulk, big body slam.
Oh, the leg. Oh, wasn't it? Did he still using the clothesline?
comes in with a chokehold, and the referee says, bring it up. Reversal. Lawler's got him up and puts him down with a body slam. Wheels down the top of wrestling attire.
Got Jimmy Hart out there, baby. I was with the Hulk from day one, baby.
Referee trying to break Lawler up, pounding away with that right hand. And Lawler puts the Hulk back into the ropes, and he sagged. And Lawler takes over.
What do you think? Cornette here? 81?
Hart. Break.
Gotta be Cornette, right? Gotta be.
So walking stick over Lawler's back.
Oh, yeah, look. That's got definitely Cornette.
And the referee says ring the bell. So it'll be a disqualification.
There he comes.
On the Hulk. And he decks Hart. And Hart scrambles to the floor into the security of the Hulk. Lawler the winner in 14-28 by disqualification.
Well, there you go. There's Hogan versus Lawler in Memphis. Probably the one clip maybe we could get away with. But thanks for coming out. I appreciate it. I got to end a little bit early this time. I'll scan through 3 episodes for next time, just in case we run short like we did today. I could have probably fit another one in if I would have planned ahead a little bit. But thanks for hanging out. I'll be back here tomorrow for Boyd Watch, and then we'll definitely be back next Friday for more Memphis, and then I'll post what I'm going to be after that. But anyway, thanks for hanging out. I appreciate it. Hopefully I'll see you next time.